Alex, the Nintendo Switch. You've called it God's gift to gaming. They're coming out with the new light version. What do you think this is going to mean for the future of the platform going forward?
I like it because it's got a D-pad, and I find it hard to play Mario Maker with the analog and the fucking disconnected up, down, left, right directional buttons. I'm still not buying one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. I just thought I'd open up with a sort of, cable news sort of intro there for you.
Of course.
Like you're on my panel today.
I'll be on your panel.
I know. You're on it.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Breaking news. There's a guy in the office across the street in a blue t-shirt who's on his phone and staring at me. Now he's going back inside.
Okay.
All right, disregard.
Jeez. Maybe he heard you already.
He was staring at me the whole time.
It's that loud white guy again.
Yes. That guy gene's back.
See, I didn't expect you to buy a new Nintendo Switch. I mean, you're kind of having your one-man console war anyway, so.
Am I?
Well, you were like soft boycotting Nintendo.
Yes, that's true.
Your Switch was bought used, correct?
No, but the Switch was a gift.
That's
a birthday
right.
gift from
You
my
were
good
buying
pal
games
Brad.
used.
I've done that for the ones I can. But some of them I had to get at launch, like Smash Brothers and Mario Maker for the bar, so I've been forced to buy new, unfortunately.
Yeah, see, that's how they get you.
And, in the case of physical releases, I will always try to go used, but sometimes I have to get the digital download, for stuff like Smash and Mario Maker. It's because they get the most play. I want them on that thing. I don't want to have to be messing with cartridges all the time.
Okay, sure, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Isn't the world so much easier now?
Yes!
With digital downloads?
I taught my mom how to use an iPhone.
You mean recently? What happened?
This was last week.
All right.
No, that's all bullshit. She's been using those phones for years.
Oh, I see. Thanks, Alex. Now you can teach her how to use a Nintendo Switch.
I'm gonna
Buy her a light.
Oh yeah,
Alex?
the light. Oh
Hi. Oh.
What?
Folks, you've entered it. You're in it. Welcome to it. This is No More Whoppers. My name is Ray Barnholt, gift grifter and GIF lifter. And with me as always, the dad of light himself, Alex Fraioli.
My son is light.
Do you not know what that's a reference to?
I do.
Okay.
I still haven't watched it though.
Oh, okay, good. Well, you know what? Now they got the Final Fantasy XIV show and now movie based on the show.
I know, but it seems even more blatant advertising than The Wizard was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. By the way, did I say Final Fantasy 14 or 4? What did I just say?
I think you said 14.
Okay, had a moment there.
It's like a real life Chocobot hour, you know? Like,
yeah,
I don't think I want to watch
Chocobots
it. Although I've heard it's okay. Oh, yeah, I'd ride a Chocoboat.
All right. Well, we'll have plenty to talk about Final Fantasy 14, I'm sure. And by that, I mean you. Alex, welcome back.
Hi, thank you.
We're back at it after a couple other months. I mean, we do kind of talk about video games here. We did miss E3.
I wasn't missing it.
I feel like, we could talk about like, FF7 remake, maybe. Or we do have a little bit of special news from E3 that we could talk about, actually.
What is it?
And from the world of Smash Brothers, actually.
Oh, yeah.
They finally did it. They announced the character we've all been wanting for years and years. Of course, I am talking about Goku is finally adding his presence to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Alex, are you thrilled or what?
Now, hold up.
Goku is Super Saiyan himself.
Okay.
You know what? It's kind of funny. Well, they gave him like a sword and a shield and some armor. I think that's maybe Sakurai just trying to make him fit in with all the characters, like the Fire Emblem characters. That seems like something he would do, right? It seems pretty fun, though. I'm glad we finally got Goku in Smash Brothers, and people were thrilled.
Here's the thing. I hate to correct you like this. This must be so embarrassing for you. It's Gohan.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
You're right. They all look the same.
Hey! Yeah. No, let me correct you for real. It's Banjo-Kazooie.
I'm sorry. The real Super Saiyans.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, it looks like now I finally have to start giving a shit about Smash Brothers because my boy Loto/Erdrick is in the game, or will be in the game.
Yeah, that's right. And I called it, not really, but I called it wrong like years ago, and then I finally was vindicated.
I mean, it's been rumored for since before the game came out, right?
Oh, but I think I started it. I said the rumor in a vacuum on Twitter years and years ago when no one paid attention.
All right, so you want to feel like the big boy? You can have it.
I am a big boy.
Are you?
I'm not wearing diapers.
You've been losing some weight, looks like to me.
Yeah. I don't know what that has to do with diapers, though.
Oh, because you're no longer a big boy. You're a slim boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Which works pretty well in your favor.
New Nintendo Slim Boy Lite.
Oh!
Alex!
All right, fine, I'll take it. No, I just meant, I originally predicted, like, okay, if Smash Brothers is going to add a bunch of guest characters that are like Mega Man and such, and really popular characters of the Famicom/NES era who were like, have global appeal, I feel like the next logical step at the time after Mega Man would have been Loto, but hey, at least they did Simon Belmont. That counts too.
Yeah, Belmondo.
That's all I had to say about that. That's my funny joke. Whatever. Not going to play any funny Dragon Quest clips or anything.
Aw. Hang on, let me see if I have any. Hang on, I must have something here. Here's a clip from Dragon Quest 3.
Arrgh, I'm a pirate!
All right.
Sounds more like Builders too, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh, yeah, I still got to play that. That sounds good.
Yeah. I'll tell you what do you think about that Avengers game?
I don't know anything about it.
That new sparkly one.
No. I'm into Avengers in the same way that I'm into Star Wars, and that is just the movies, thanks. I'm good.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I thought maybe because the game looked close enough to the movies that you'd be interested, but
I don't need any ancillary Marvel Universe shit. I mean, Spider-Man was really good, but Spider-Man was more of like its own thing.
Yeah, I mean...
it's not that I'm not interested. It's that I have to pick and choose which games I play because I don't have the time and money to play everything. And that just doesn't make the cut for me.
All right. To be fair, the question was not if you were going to play it. It's just what you thought about it. Nothing? Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I know. Fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I may have seen a trailer. I think I saw a trailer for it before Endgame.
All right.
In the theater.
But that was around E3 time, so last month?
That's right. 2 months ago.
All right. How many times have you seen Endgame then?
Only twice.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that sweet digital release so I can watch it with my pal, Bradley.
I see. Just Brad?
It's good fun.
That's all you're planning to watch it with?
We have a custom of syncing up movies together from across the world and just we drink a whole lot and we watch the same movies together.
Sounds pretty fun.
It's great. As it is now, we just drink a lot and get on Discord and play FF14 together, which is also really fun.
Hey, you're on Discord? Add me on Discord.
Add me on Discworld. It's fun.
Oh, I just sold Discworld 2, by the way, for PS1. Sold that on eBay.
Hey, well, how much you get?
I forget. I've been selling a lot of games.
Oh, wow. Well, hey.
It wasn't like extravagant.
Right. You brought your haul back from the homestead.
That's true. Actually, in the time that since we last recorded, I went back for a week to pack up and sell off my magazines, which I had left there.
Wait a minute. You went on a road trip without me.
It wasn't a road trip this time. It was a plane trip.
You went on a plane trip without me?
Yeah, I do that. Sorry.
Let me get my thought out, you cocksucker!
All right, then.
All right, yeah. So I made a second trip to my mom and spent the week with her to pack up and sort of put those things on eBay and see if they would sell in time. They didn't, but then I left and then they sold fine. The point was to just get them packed up anyway and ready to ship out.
You did it!
Yeah, they sold. I sold my Nintendo Power Collection and
How much did you get for that?
Oh, let's see. It was not like every single issue, but it was like the first 100 or so.
Wow, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, what was that? I think the final price was over $200. But I wasn't expecting much anyway, just because I looked at the listings before and things, magazines don't hold a lot of value, especially when they're really common ones like Nintendo Power, because a million kids had it, so.
Yeah.
Not everybody's dying to get those as opposed to like an actual rare NES game or something, so it makes sense.
And these are all available digitally, am I right?
Pretty much, yes. You can find them all scanned and everything. So,
I want that so bad.
What, scans?
Yeah, I want them. I want to throw like a bunch of Nintendo Powers on my iPad before I get on the plane next month.
Oh, okay. I can help you out.
You know, just some to leaf through.
Yeah, I already have my iPad full of magazines. Yeah,
fun.
So I also sold a collection of Disney Adventures. Remember that? Did you ever subscribe to that magazine?
Yes, it was like Reader's Digest size.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, I always used to see those in the checkout lane at the supermarket. My friend had a subscription, and I was jealous.
Oh, well, yeah, I also had a subscription.
Well, I'm jealous of you now.
Okay, well, I sold them, so I don't have them anymore.
All right, not jealousy rescinded.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I was flipping through those, looking at the old covers, because they had celebrities on the covers for a long time. Celebrities that were like composited into with pictures of Disney characters.
Oh yeah, check it out. You got there was an issue where I think Scottie Pippen was blowing Goofy. Do you remember that one? Is this new to you?
Well, you don't know how accurate you are, but because there was one with Shaq and Goofy.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah. So pretty close. Pretty close.
All right. Well, wait a minute. What about the one where Dave Coulier was given Dumbo a very difficult reach around? Do you remember that?
I don't. I don't think they had a Dave Coulier one.
What?
There was an early one where Hulk Hogan had a dinosaur in an arm lock. Not a Disney character necessarily, but a picture of a dinosaur.
They're extinct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they didn't always have like Disney characters with the celebrities. It was like sometimes it was just them. Yeah.
Okay. There was also a lot of immature rivalry, I felt like. Do you remember the one where the Hunchback of Notre Dame is given the Prince of Egypt a Columbia necktie?
Okay, well that's not even Disney, the second one.
That's the point. That's the point. Okay. That's my point. He's the competition.
I'm actually looking again. They had 2 back-to-back issues about Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Wow. 2-parter.
Yeah, it was a 2-parter. It was very dumb. Yeah, I had one where it was Ace Ventura, Jim Carrey as Ace Ventura, and then the following issue was the cartoon version of The Mask.
Oh, wow.
Those might not have been successive issues, but those were next in my collection, next to each other in my collection. So, yeah.
Jeez.
They had a lot of dinosaur issues too. Like they actually reused like a picture of a dinosaur like 3 years apart on one cover.
Fuck.
The first instance of that dinosaur though was Iago putting up his dukes in front of a dinosaur.
Okay.
So that was actually 2 characters. Those weren't even celebrities necessarily.
He could take it.
Sorry, you were saying?
Yeah. Do you have the one where on the cover it's it's Tim Rice giving Poseidon's eulogy, and it's an open casket and it's real uncomfortable? Do you have that?
No, I don't. They started that magazine after The Little Mermaid was out.
Yeah, but that means the character already existed.
Yeah, I get you, but I mean, it was
of course. I mean, the character of Tim Rice.
It was out of the zeitgeist a little bit. They had.
Wait, hang on. No, I'm sorry. I meant Tim Curry. You can see why I got confused.
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, you live in Japan. You got curry rice.
I believe Tim Rice is an athlete of some sort.
Tim Rice,
of some stripe or another.
No, Tim Rice, didn't he write the music for Little Mermaid and like Lion King?
I think there's 2 Tim Rices.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the Disney one for an obvious reason, right. Alex. You know.
All right. Well, wipe your memory and just imagine Tim Curry, because that's what I was going for.
All right. Thanks. I'll do that. Men in Black International coming soon to VOD.
Thank you.
And then my third and final collection of magazines was Next Generation. I had a few of those. Yeah. I figured people would kind of value those, so I got those too.
Yes, my dad was really into that magazine because it was the only magazine at the time that actually sort of gave a shit about the inner workings of like the industry side of things. And not just, look at the new graphics.
True. But still, why would your dad care?
Because my dad was into games.
Yeah, but I mean...
And business.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they had some pretty wild interviews in that magazine sometimes.
Yeah, Tim Curry.
Oh, God.
That was the magazine that sold my dad on us getting a PS2.
Really? Okay,
yeah,
fine.
around the time of that rubber duck bathtub demo. And he was just looking at the stills on the pages, and he's like, "This looks really good. We should get one of these."
Oh my lord, that's funny to me.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like, well, first of all, I thought maybe you would be the driving force to get a PS2, but second of all, the fact that it was the rubber duck demo that convinced your dad.
Yeah, fuck off.
Yeah.
Pictures of it, even.
Look, he's real into ducks. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not knocking on your dad. I think it's adorable. That's all.
All right. Speaking of ducks, do you have the Disney Adventures where Macaulay Culkin and Donald Duck had their heads swapped by a mad scientist?
No, the one with Macaulay Culkin was him with Ursula.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Ursula is just like behind him while he's doing the Home Alone pose. You know what I mean? that pose. But the background is also like a classroom, so I think the point there was to position Ursula as like a mean teacher or something.
What? I'm not sending my child to that school.
Yeah.
Get it? Like a fish?
Well, this magazine is not for parents, okay? It's not for Alex's dad types.
Oh, wait, it's got the word parents in a red circle with a line through it?
Well, no, at the top they used to say the magazine for kids.
Okay.
That was it.
So if you're over 18, you try to buy one, they card you and they won't let you have it?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. The thing is, you're joking about these covers, but you're like 80% right most of the time.
Oh no.
Like here's a real one. Patrick Stewart as Jean-Luc Picard surrounded by the rest of the Enterprise, except it's Beast as Worf and Jessica Rabbit as Troy and Magica Dispel as Guinan, Whoopi Goldberg's character.
Yeah.
And apparently Darkwing Duck as Geordie LaForge. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Wait a minute. Beast as in like X-Men Beast?
No, Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
Beast,
fuck. Okay, yeah.
Beauty and
all
the...
right. Sorry.
The one I had, the issue right before that I had was Tim Allen and Pete from Goof Troop. Back to back, holding power tools up.
Yeah, they seem like two assholes who would get along.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
That's a good matchup.
Yeah, especially today. Yeah,
like Goofy and Joe Biden. Where's that one?
Let's bring it back. We're doing it.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, they didn't have politicians.
What?
On the covers.
Why not? Why did this kids magazine not prominently feature politicians?
Well, they could have had Clinton or something. Who knows?
Right.
The other Macaulay Culkin cover was him dressed up as Marlon Brando on the bike with Mickey also dressed up as Marlon Brando behind him doing a thumbs up.
Because that's a reference kids will get.
Yeah, I guess. It's very strange.
Right?
I feel like maybe Michael Jackson orchestrated that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's also weird. All the Macaulay Culkin ones are with characters behind him. Explain the why of that.
It's been a while since I heard that. Okay, well, let me ask you this.
This is
one,
a good
then.
episode so far. I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this.
It's kind of fun. Do you have the one where Jason Alexander and Launchpad McQuack are being tried for war crimes and swallowing cyanide at The Hague?
Seems like a lot of information to convey in one cover photo.
No, surprisingly
All right. No.
Oh man!
You say Launchpad?
Yeah, it was.
Launchpad was on
was
on a very early cover with Weird Al. Yeah.
Oh wow! Yeah, that's another good matchup.
Yeah. There's another one with Ursula, but also Cruella de Vil, and they're like surrounding Wayne and Garth.
What the fuck? Oh man!
Yeah, some of these really need a couple of minutes to try and parse, I think.
Yeah, I gotta see some of these. Can you make one of these covers the image for this episode?
Yeah, I have the picture. The thing is that I laid them out on the floor and took a picture. So yeah, I can just do that. I have all of them in one picture. Yeah, I can just
do
that. Because otherwise, if I just picked one out, it would be too low quality. So, yeah, there's another Star Trek one where it's just William Shatner and Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and one of them is dressed like Geordie LaForge with the visor. Doesn't make any sense.
Okay, great.
Really, no sense on that one. There's one with Jenny Garth and Marsupilami.
Oh, I remember Marsupilami.
Jenny Garth maybe looking a bit too sexy for this magazine cover.
I would have appreciated that as let's say a 12-year-old.
It's appreciable.
Let's not forget that the first magazines that I owned for that purpose were Wizard magazine.
So ironically enough,
I had what?
Okay, well you can finish your jerk off story. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, good Lord. I had like 1 or 2 years worth of Wizard magazine, and it got to the point where like even after I stopped collecting comics, I still bought it.
Oh yeah, okay.
So I'll just say
I was going to say, I only ever had one issue of Wizard because I never cared about comics, but for some reason I bought an issue. But that was the one that survived in this collection that I had at the house. I just tossed it. It was not valuable.
What was on the cover?
What was on the cover? Shit. Wow, I totally blanked. But it was from like 1999. So I think in the corner there was like South Park. There was something about South Park. I remember I did flip through it. I stopped
reading.
There was an ad for the premiere of Family Guy. So, yeah.
Wow. I stopped reading Wizard in like 94. I think 93 to 94 were the 2 years that I was into comics.
I guess I just had some sort of curiosity about it, and so I got it randomly in 1999.
Nice.
Yeah, sure.
I think you're nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not so bad yourself.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Did you ever... Shit, what was it? Did you ever have the Wizard where...
God damn it.
Charles Xavier is trying to read Jerry Seinfeld's mind, and there's just a look of abject horror on his face.
God damn it. I wish other magazines had this format for their covers.
Right?
My God, yes.
Hey, it's fucking Magneto has a panic attack in a silverware store, and the clerk, played by Jennifer Aniston, is having a tough time.
I mean, after a couple of years, Disney Adventures kind of gave up on using their characters all the time on the covers. Like, one of them is just the Power Rangers. It's just the X-Men, or just Bart and Lisa, you know?
Oh, man.
Or just Leslie Nielsen in Spy Hard.
Oh, rest in peace.
A lot of Jim Carrey covers, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, he seemed to have the most kid appeal at the time.
Absolutely.
Because he was in so many things.
Yep.
And now he's a weirdo?
Yeah, pretty weird.
Is he anti-vax? Is he one of those guys?
I'm not sure. I
think I might have heard
because
that.
he was with Jenny McCarthy, he was probably like not completely down on it. Sorry, I'm distracted by these covers.
Right, hey, focus up. We're doing a podcast.
Sorry. Do you have the one where Jonathan Taylor Thomas is with Timon and Pumbaa? Oh, wait, that's two of them.
Oh, fuck.
Like literally a year apart. Anyway. That's my magazines.
Do you have the one where Nathan Lane is mercy killing Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Because that's my entire fan art portfolio.
Pretty low print run on that one.
87 hand-drawn images. What's up?
Low print run on that one.
Oh, man.
87 hand-drawn. What is this? WikiHow?
That specific scenario. Well, that's fun. I'm glad you sold things.
Yeah. They did not sell for much, though, other than the Nintendo one.
Hey, it's the pride of a job well done. You've cleaned up space. You've uncluttered your life a little bit.
Absolutely. And now my mom has a much cleaner closet.
Well, that's lovely.
She still has some of my possessions. You know how moms are. They'll keep stuff that you did in school. So she kept all my school stuff.
Okay, yeah, that kind of stuff. I was going to say, no, this is how you are because you're a video game pack rat, but you're slowly undoing that.
No, I wasn't going to say game stuff. So
okay, well, all right. Yeah, my mom still has some of the crap I made when I was a kid in school. I was very proud. In art class, I made a clay coil pot, and it was like I didn't know how big they were supposed to.
What's a coil pot?
coil. You take clay and you roll it into coils. For the elementary school students listening, you roll them into snakes. And then you just sort of wrap them around a base and you make a pot out of it.
Okay, I see. So it's just like the design of the pot has, yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
And I didn't know when to stop because nobody told me to. So I made a coil pot that was 3 times bigger than anybody else's in the class. And it was great. Like, it still stood, and it was a cool pot, and you could use it to hold pens and pencils or something.
Oh, my God. Yeah, well, first of all, I want to say, I still have moments of, like, I kind of need a more specific direction here, or else I'm just going to go wild or try and figure it out myself. One of my classic things that I did as a kid at a similar age was, like, in first grade, we just had to, like, color something. We were just, like, coloring a picture by numbers. And for some reason, for whatever reason, I had a real mental block about the numbers. And I was like, how does this work? How do I color this exactly? So imagine, like, an area that has, like, multiple 5s in it. So you'd color the whole thing yellow or whatever 5 was, right?
Right. Instead,
I just colored large circles around the 5s, not the entire area denoted by the drawing. On the coloring paper.
That's like an Alex move.
That's why it reminded me
to have such an astounding lack of understanding about what you're supposed to be doing.
I could have sworn I've done a color by numbers before. I don't know. I think I had some sort of mental stumbling block by the fact that they put multiple numbers in, like, the same area.
Yeah, that is kind of dumb.
Like a shoreline or something. So they had a shoreline going across the paper, but it was like 5s on, like, the left and right and middle of the paper. So it was just like, what the fuck? Just put 1 5 so I can color it yellow.
Let's look, when we hang out next month, let's get some coloring books and just color,
Yeah, sure. Well, okay. They do have a Sega Genesis adult coloring book.
Oh, fuck yeah. Let's get it.
I think, Sega. You can color in Alex Kidd or something.
Hey! That's me.
That's well, your ears aren't that big.
Thank you. That's true.
Yeah, next month. It's coming up, huh? Our big shindig.
Yes. We're going to record in good old Pittsburgh. I don't know where we're going to record. I want to try to have a little get together at my parents' house the day before the rehearsal dinner. But I don't know how feasible that is for everybody, because it would be great if we could just record there. It would be very peaceful and we'd have a lot of space.
Yeah. How you planning on doing that? What, are you bringing some gear?
No, I mean, we'll just use our phone, I guess. I mean, we'll do it amateur style because it's Homeland Week.
Amateur style. Okay. Maybe I'll bring my Zoom recorder that I haven't used in years. And,
all right, let's get zoomy.
Which I think I last used for that Kazayabe interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I only brought it out for the big moments like that and Jordan Jesse Go on Retronauts and stuff.
Oh yeah, well that's fun.
Yeah, so okay, I guess we're gonna record something then.
Yes, but you're acting like this is a surprise. We've been talking about this for months.
Well, you mentioned it last time, and I still acted the same way, and now you're mentioning it again, and now I'm just playfully doing it again. So yeah.
Oh okay. You're so cute.
I am adorbs.
Piece of shit.
But yeah, I mean, I'm there all week, so, Yeah,
we'll get something going.
Several days before even your rehearsals, I bet, so.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we're getting in on the 12th.
You said Monday, right?
I don't remember.
So we're coming in on Sunday.
I'll be totally honest about this. I don't want to have a wedding because I think they're a waste of time and money. I am doing this because my mom wants to have one and Ruri wants to have one, so I can't really say no to those two.
I get it.
And here's my contribution to the wedding. I will attend.
Okay. I think that's all you can do. Listen, I think before you said you were kind of like nervous too, or not, or just kind of like.
I don't like any event where I'm the focal point. You know what I mean? I want to sit in the crowd. Like, unless it's like a performance of some sort, but this is not a performance, it's a ceremony.
I get it. But you can liven it up.
How? Clown shoes?
I don't know, because I don't know what the planned program is, but
it's just standard ass wedding.
Okay. Well, I mean, the thing is like, you're already married, actually, legally on paper.
We've been married for over 2 years, yeah.
So I would just say, do your best to treat this as a party and get the silly get the silly formalities out of the way that I guess your mom wants to do, probably the most, and then just, let's have fun after that.
That is a good idea. Actually,
and we're gonna have fun before that.
My older brother has already told me he's working on his own speech, and it should be pretty goofy and pretty good.
All right, see,
I believe it opens with "Good afternoon, everybody. Wow, 4 years. I can't believe high school is over." So
wow, spoilers.
Looking forward to that. All right. Well, I mean, And the food is supposed to be good. We had some input on the cake, and the cake's going to be really good. We're also doing it buffet style. There's no assigned seats. It's not traditional wedding style. You just you sit wherever you can, wherever you want. You grab a plate, you go to the buffet. Because that's the thing I hate about weddings is the courses. Everything's I don't know. It's too much pressure. It's too much food. I don't eat that much.
Well, the assigned seating can be hard if.
Yes.
If you did it. I mean, we did it for our engagement party. It was just like, well, first of all, I had only 2 friends to invite. The third one canceled the day before.
Oh, jeez.
So basically everyone I knew was, I guess, very easily able to be put on one table, but it's still you kind of get shoved over there. But I guess we can shove ourselves from what you're saying now.
Oh, I'm going to shove you so hard. Right into the cake.
Now, I'm not expected to do a speech, am I?
Well, 2 speeches actually.
One for each husband and wife.
You're giving the intro speech and the exit speech.
Yes, those being, please silence your cell phones. Thank you for coming. You may turn your phones back on.
Oh yeah, pretty much. Here's the thing, though. If we were to have our wedding in Japan, the person that we would get to do that, we would have to pay $800.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Well, I'll tell you what. You'd also have to pay me $800. So.
Oh, fuck.
I guess right. It's best not to do it.
All right. Well, hang on. Help me. Let's workshop this. How can we trim that? How can we cut out any extra words to lower that price?
Well, that's my appearance fee.
How about, man? Yeah, but if we cut down the script, can I get away with paying you I don't know, $500 or $600? Can you just get up in front of everyone on stage, pick up a mic, and just yell, "Phone off"? Can you just do that?
Yeah. I mean, I can yell it if you want. That might be a bit too mean, or not very polite.
It's fine. I think you're good.
Don't cause any feedback on the mic either.
Oh, get ready for a lot of questions from my parents because they have no idea what you do and they'll be asking a lot about you.
Okay, good. Neither do I.
Should be fun. Yeah.
I'm not doing anything really.
Good.
We left off last episode by me talking about going to school, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Least, yeah. And now the semester's almost over.
Wow, yeah, those are kind of abbreviated.
Yeah, about a month long and only 2 classes.
Wow,
but
I used to do that. Yeah, I used to stay on campus over the summer, and it was chill as fuck. I loved taking summer classes when I was in college. Going home for the summer was nice, but I had to be in the same house as my parents for 3 months, which is stressful. I mean, when you're late teens, early 20s. And
sure.
Living on campus, I had my own apartment. I was only taking 2 classes. It was just stay home. All my homework and all my reading took a couple out, an hour a day max, and then it was just playing games all day, every day for 3 months. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, similar thing here. I have 2 classes. One of them is online, and it's my first online class, and it's just a breeze. So
wow.
Yeah. And not just because of the fact that I pretty much write perfect papers even when I completely bullshit them and bang them out in
nice.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing too. The teacher is kind of this older woman, and she makes a point on every assignment to write to the students, please make sure to write it at college level and properly proofread. However, everything she writes is terribly written and not proofread, to the point where I originally thought that she was just not from this country.
Oh, wow.
She had a surname that was a Russian origin surname, so I was oh, okay, this is what it is. It's probably gonna... Her syntax even was kind of Russian in the way that Russians would write stuff in English to me. So I thought I expected her to be Russian, but then we had to come in on an orientation day, first day, And she was just like a cheerful old woman.
Oh,
like American. Like just a regular American woman. I'm just like, holy shit. So everything she writes was just really horribly broken, like mom writing notes sort of way. It's just kind of broken up in weird syntax and stuff. And it's just like, okay, well, I'm going to ace this.
Wow, yeah.
Because not only am I meeting your word count exactly, I'm pretty much writing it better than you ever would. So.
I feel like part of me is tempted to do some sort of like post-grad education thing on the side, because something I've realized about my dumb brain is I mean,
don't be so hard on yourself.
You said hard.
You're only mildly dumb.
Thank you. The thing about brains is apparently, like, your personality and your whole deal, let's say, is not really solidified until your mid to late 20s. So like as a student, especially in college, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I was just kind of winging everything. And now
I didn't even like school anymore. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, but now these days, if I want to learn something, I take to it much, much better, and I'm much more interested, and I'm much more focused. And I think it's just because it's no longer a mandatory thing. I'm doing it for me. And I feel like if I were to do a post-grad thing, I would definitely enjoy it a lot more than I did university. All
right, interesting. I mean, we kind of touched on this last time, too, where it's just like, yeah, you kind of grow up a bit, and it's just like, yeah, I know how to deal with this now, and
it's like,
I've built my skills as well, and so I can do this a lot better than I could.
It's about building skills, and a lot of it is also about the approach that we take to education, because my experience in high school was just, I have to be in this fucking building all day looking at these books and listening to these people. And the whole purpose of this is so that I can pass a test and then get out of here. When in reality, what I should have been doing was absorbing information for the sake of absorbing information and not for passing a test, which is, side rant. That's Japan's whole issue, which, we've been over.
It goes both ways. I mean, these classes are not ones I wanted to take. These are the ones that I have to fill as part of the general education requirements so that I can end up transferring later. So I have to do a bunch of these classes I don't want to do.
Oh, fun.
And then do the ones for the actual degree and then get out of there.
What are you taking? Lit? Econ? Geology?
It's things like that. Yeah. They have dumb things like history and various humanities classes and things. I'm just getting that out of the way, and then I'll focus on the degree and then maybe transfer to university, which is the point, and then get an actual bachelor's degree.
What about intro to the Japanese bubble era? I bet you'd ace that one.
I probably would,
right?
But they don't have any classes that are Japanese focused at this particular school.
Why?
They're mostly Vietnamese focused because San Jose has a big Vietnamese population, so they probably have more people ready to educate in those matters. Let me ask you, Alex, what's your opinion on extra credit? Do you like to get it all done? Do you do some of it? Do you do none of it?
The only time I've ever done extra credit is when I was in danger of not passing a class.
I see.
Or if there was a possibility that I would be in danger.
Yeah.
Like if it was like a low C, I'd be like, I should probably do this extra credit.
Okay. Interesting.
The low C, of course, is the dollar store iteration of high C. Please continue.
Wow, 8 for 2. That's a weird quantity, but okay, Dollar General.
I know 5 will get you 10.
Yeah. Yeah, but these two first classes are kind of easy breezy, so I just did all the extra credit stuff anyway.
Okay.
Just to, I guess min-max.
Oh, God.
In a way.
You fucking nerd.
My grade? Yeah. Yeah, right?
Min-max my grade? Oh,
I don't even actually entirely know what that means.
To min-max one's grade?
Whatever. I'm just saying that, but because it was so easy, and I know that from the silly teacher who can't write, I know I'm going to do great on it anyway. So I just banged out these extra credit papers and got full points for them. So yeah.
Wow, whole papers.
And also, the final for the other class, which is a communications class, is just to do a 10-minute PowerPoint on anything.
Anything?
Anything.
Like you could do a presentation on the history of PowerPoint.
Yeah. That's a good one. I'm going to write that one down for later.
Dude. All right. We're making up a short list right now. Okay. History of PowerPoint.
No, wait, but
the history of Dunkaroos. Why,
well, Alex,
what? Why Batman the Animated Series was so good at the time?
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unsafe decibel levels.
80's good. 110, not so much.
A comprehensive history of every community theater production of Arsenic and Old Lace.
Ooh, that seems like a lot of research for 10 minutes.
You'd think so, but it's not a popular one.
Okay.
Oh man.
Well, I haven't done mine yet. The last day's on next week, so next week's the final week. But I'm gonna do mine on Monday. Should I reveal here what my talk will be?
Oh, please do, please do.
Let me just give you some hints. First of all, it is absolutely me, 100%.
Is this Boku no Natsume?
No, but it is game history.
It's game history. All right. Is it Japanese game history?
Well, yes.
Is it more America focused or Japan focused?
I guess more Japan focused, but it is more. It kind of doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's about games that came out both places.
Is this a Nintendo thing?
Not really.
Is it Dragon Quest? Oh fuck, never mind.
No.
Is it about a certain series?
Yes.
Okay. So it's not Mario. It's not Nintendo.
You're not actually gonna guess it.
Am I not?
Because it's not something that. No, because we haven't actually talked about it betwing ourselves that much, but it is one of my interests.
A-Train?
No.
Oh, fuck. Hang on.
Good guess. That's a good one. I'll write that one down for later, too.
I'm going through my mental directory of all the dumb shit that you like.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to hit on it, but it was a thing that I had an idea to do as like a talk at some point, maybe at a con or something, and then just decided now to turn it into a school thing. So it could actually still be like a talk or a panel at some point, but yeah.
Hang on. I think I got this.
I don't.
Gender studies in Mortal Kombat 4.
Once I say it, you're just going to go completely silent and then, go what the fuck after like a minute.
All right. Okay, go.
Okay, you know the company T&E Soft?
I am not familiar. What does the T&E stand for? Is it Toe Jam and Earl?
No, the founders, Toshiro and Eiji.
Okay, Toshiro and Eiji. And, fuck, I'm gonna...
It doesn't have to...
I already regret every part of this conversation.
Yeah. Well, me too. But now we're in it too deep, so...
Oh, fuck. All right. Well, keep on setting this up.
I'm just gonna... No, that was the setup. I just want to make sure if you heard of the company or not.
I will tell you right now that I have not heard of the company.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. It's all their golf games that they released in the 80s and 90s. They made like Pebble Beach and Waialae Country Club golf games. And like I used to like the Waialae Country Club on Super Nintendo. And so I basically just sort of like did research on the history of their golf games. Because I like their golf games. There we go. That'll do it for this episode of No More Whoppers. Thanks everybody for listening. You can visit us at nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com. We have our Facebook page, facebook.com/nomorewhoppers. Also go to our Tumblr page. You can find our donate button. You can give us money for that.
All right. I've never ever known you to take any interest whatsoever in golf.
Absolutely. It's supposed to be a funny talk. I'm going to be like, I don't like golf, but I like golf games, and these ones in particular.
All right, well, do it. T&E golf.
I mean, I'm not going to do it seriously, for God's sakes. This is all tongue-in-cheek.
Oh.
Because I know otherwise I would just get a dial tone back from the rest of the classroom. So,
Oh my God, everybody in the class opens their mouths and simultaneously this comes out.
Oh God. That's going to be my nightmare the day before the class.
It's so good.
No. It's going to be fun.
And then the teacher opens her mouth and all you hear is...
I am dying. I hope you got what you wanted, Alex. I am dying.
Shit, wait, hang on. I didn't... There we go.
All right.
Malfunction.
Well, also, that class is a male teacher, so...
Oh, okay. This is not a faux Russian woman.
No. That's different. That's the online one.
All right. That's
that's
intro to Bubsy.
Well, you know what? If I get my teaching degree, look out, world.
Oh, no. No.
Here we come.
All right. Mr. Barthold, I finished my term paper.
But either way, you can tell that, that's pretty much up my alley, right? I mean, it's something that you would be like, okay, yeah, I get it, Ray. That's something Ray would do, sure. Yes, no? Even if you never heard me talk about golf before.
Well, no, like none of this is surprising, but it also is surprising because now it just sounds like you're a parody of yourself.
I agree wholeheartedly. However, it's just one of those things that I get interested in. Instead of doing an issue of Scroll, we're doing this as a talk.
Don't be ashamed of your interests and have fun with it.
All right. Well, we did. That was our longest unbroken segment of the show in a while, I think.
Yes.
So,
wow. Yeah. We should take a break because I got some stuff to talk about.
Take a break. Let's shift gears to the Al world.
Yeah.
And we come back after this.
Time after time 君のこと考えてとても胸の奥がキュンとしてラウェンランオーバーラン予想全部超えて段階を今でなんてルールほっぽってなんだってかんだって巻き込んでいっちゃうね体験談経験値あんま意味ないよねいつもニューゲーム始めるみたいでセラブ
Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hello to you.
Alex, how's things been going?
Good, except we're in the dead zone that is both summer and the rainy season in Nagoya. So not only is it stupid hot, it's stupid wet.
So you're saying, you don't get as much business at the bar.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Uncomfortable in the bar, yeah.
Yeah. No, because I blast the AC in the bar, so it's kind of a meat locker in there.
So just uncomfortable because you're there.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
No, it's the climate sucks because it's hot and humid as fuck. You go outside and it feels like you're walking through a soup. And it's also the rainy season, which means it's pouring down rain every other day. And but it's also,
so your soup's getting refilled.
But it's also still hot, which means if I go out in the rain without my raincoat, I get soaked. But if I go out in my raincoat, I still get soaked because I'm just sweating so much because of the heat. It's awful.
Not my favorite part of Japan.
It's not great.
Oh, if I can turn this back to me for a second.
Do it.
We were talking about school and university. I entertained the thought of maybe doing a study abroad if I got into university.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hanging out in Nagoya for a while.
Yeah, do it. Chubu.
No, it didn't really. I don't think it would pan out because I don't think they really offer those things necessarily.
What?
And it's also very expensive.
Yes.
I mean, sure, I could just crash at your place the whole time, but
sure.
Sure. Whatever. Hey, I'm a good housemate.
Sure.
I clean up after myself.
I'm sure you do. It's more an issue of having to run the AC all 24/7 at the lowest possible setting.
Okay, well, it depends on the time of year, I guess, but yeah, you might be right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, you've been having fun this summer, I can tell, because you're lost in the world of Eorzea.
Check it out. It's called Final Fantasy XIV. It's a video game software by Squaresoft-Enix for the Nintendo, PlayStation, and personal computing devices.
You seem to be deeper in it than you ever have, at least if Twitter is into any occasion.
Oh, yeah. It's FF14, they've been doing this thing where each expansion is better than the last, and they're just showing no signs of slowing. And it's fantastic. Like, I say this to everybody I talk to about this game, like, an MMO does not have any right to be this good or have this sort of consistency. It's obscene. It's really good content.
So, yeah, are you talking mostly about just story, or is it like, are there gameplay things that you like about it too?
It's both. The story is really, really good. The story was written, I forget her name, but there was an interview with her, someone posted a couple weeks ago on social media, about how she came up with the story for this expansion. And it's a really strong story. It's fantastic. But there's also a lot of gameplay additions. They've revamped a lot of like I used to play Machinist, which is basically a gunner class. They realized Machinist was kind of annoying, so they scrapped a few of the abilities and they sort of redid the class, and now it's a bit more fun. They introduced 2 new classes, Dancer and Gunbreaker. I've already maxed out Dancer. And
Gunbreaker?
Yes. They break guns.
Why would you want to break the gun?
I don't know. I think it's...
You gotta use it.
Raymond, you have to understand, it's break in the Japanese sense of the word, which means it means nothing.
Okay?
Right, so
exactly.
It's a sound that you put into a word that's not long enough.
Gun tension.
Thank you. That's a tank class, and I don't play tank classes, so I'm probably not going to play Gunbreaker.
Gunship. No, wait, that's a real thing.
Kenny Blankenship.
No, I veto.
Okay, fine.
Mitchell!
It's just fun. But the downside is that it's so much fun. I play it too much and I don't sleep enough.
Yeah.
And
at
then
the expense of your friends and family.
Yeah. And then I'm a corpse lord. Yeah. Shut up. This is all your fault.
Oh, really?
No, not at all.
Sorry for introducing you to... No, wait, what?
To what?
Yeah, I did introduce you to Final Fantasy XIV in a way, and it was on this podcast. And then you were like, I don't like realistic graphics. And then 8 years later, look where we are.
Well, I stand by that.
You're head deep in it.
That was a very clumsily realized argument on my part, trying to argue against realism in games. What I meant was...
Agreed. Well, that's the end of our show.
Oh my God, I hate you. What I was trying to get at was, I feel like at the time, there were a lot of games who were putting emphasis on visuals to the detriment of everything else, and that was taking me out of the game. Like, sure, shit looked really good, but it wasn't fun for me.
I'm not saying you didn't make a good point.
I mean, it was a shitty point made by a shitty person.
It was a decent point that turned shitty because you went on a 180.
Did I? Oh, yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's also, I was sort of getting acclimated to the HD era at the time. And then, when finally games came out that could look good and also be fun and have like depth, then I started to realize, okay, this is fine.
Okay. Well, yeah, especially the Japanese ones.
Yes.
They had a lot of trouble there.
But I mean, I was we had quite a few gold subscribers visit the bar in the past couple months. It's been a while since we recorded. Our boy Andrew came back to visit, and he brought this up because he plays FF14 as well, and he mentioned this, which I didn't realize. But one of the reasons that the original launch of FF14 was so troubled was because you had like these young graphic designers who were like, I'm working on a big project. I'm going to make good graphics. And they would make a pot for a potted plant that was like, 1 billion polygons. And nobody told them, hey, maybe don't do that. Maybe you're putting a little too much there.
Yeah. Did you watch the documentary before?
I did not. No, I've not. I should. I really should because it sounds fascinating.
Yeah. That info comes from that, I think. And,
okay. Yeah.
Good interview with Koji Fox as well.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Speaking of him, Andrew also gave me a copy of the Primal's Zeptor from last year, and it's fantastic.
All right. So I didn't know what this was. I had to look up what the Primals was.
Okay.
And it's that the producer guy, MC Koji Fox, and a couple of other people who formed basically a band.
Yes.
That's the nutshell of it. You want to give me more?
It's Square Enix's in-house band to perform boss music for FF14.
Okay.
Like they do all the big boss themes in FF14, and then they tour and they play live, and they're fantastic. They're really good. That's the other thing is that FF14 just has a disgusting amount of high quality music tracks. I was tempted to buy all the existing soundtracks, and then I looked them up on iTunes, and it's like they're like $30 each. I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. But the new one especially.
I wonder
what?
How much of it would be on Spotify now? Because Square added a bunch of music on Spotify.
Oh, that's true. I don't think Shadowbringers would be up there yet, but I'm sure Stormblood and everything previous is there.
I don't know. They had some recent stuff.
Oh, really?
Like Zodiac Age and things. So
that's already like a year and a half old, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it came out again recently on Switch and stuff.
Oh, did it?
Okay. It's not like an old game.
Okay, but yeah, it's Shadowbringers has a ridiculously good soundtrack, and they're doing musical things that I think more games should do.
I'm going to look it up right now. Okay,
do it!
Great.
And yeah, when I'm free at work next time, I'm probably just going to post a whole bunch of music tracks from FF14 because it's good stuff.
Seems to be your MO for the past couple of months or more.
You might say it's my MMO for the past couple of months.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, they don't have the album anymore, do they? They have people making like compilation playlists based on it, but yeah.
The new series of endgame raids is, I don't know if it's all. It's mostly FF8 based, and it's very good. They did a re-recording of the FF8 battle theme just for these bosses, and it sounds like if you took the sound font of Dancing Mad, Kefka's theme, and applied it to the battle theme from FF8, that's what you'd get. It sounds really weird, but it sounds really good.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that is my favorite of the battle themes.
Like it's all organ and yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Recommended. Funny thing about that, those 4 raids just came out recently. I finished all 4 of them a few days ago, and this morning I got an email from Square Enix. It's like, "Hey everyone, we're announcing these new raids," and I'm like, "I did them already. I'm sorry."
Yeah,
Sorry,
you did. You're like me in this online class. I did all the assignments already.
Yeah. But if it's anything like the previous expansion, there's going to be at least, I think, 2 or 3 more groups of 4.
Yeah,
and then we've got the end game, the Nier Automata raids, which I'm assuming there's going to be 3 of those, like there were the Ivalice raids, and those should be fun.
Great.
I can't say enough good things about this game. If anybody's playing FF14 and you're on the Sargatanas server, let's play video game together. It'll be fun.
And try to remind Alex that doing the podcast more regularly is kind of a fun thing to do.
What? The what now?
Because he does enjoy doing it. He just needs a reminder every now and then. So if you could.
What's the drop rate like on that?
Very low.
I immediately regret that joke because it sounds like a cartoon that like a 55-year-old cartoonist would make about a child talking to a parent, like, you know, trying to touch the pages of a book like it's a touchscreen.
What?
I gotta go.
Oh, I see. No, I get it. I thought you meant something else. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to make dumb cartoonist jokes.
Yeah. Anyway, this podcast has a long cooldown.
Oh, fuck. Okay, you know
right?
what? Hang on. I have a rant about this. Strap your fucking self in.
I don't have a strap on the. It's just the couch.
Wait, I have a belt lying around here.
Oh, okay, thank you.
I hate the term cooldown to mean ability because a cooldown is a part of an ability. You know what I mean? The cooldown is like, that's the time you have to wait before you can use the ability again. It's not a name for an ability. Am I insane? This is what, yeah, I also
I meant the time.
Okay, good. Thank you. Well, no, I mean, I'm not angry at you. I'm angry at people who use cooldown to mean ability.
Okay, I don't know the context of this, though.
It's when I watch
cooldown as ability. Can you put it in a sentence?
Yeah, I watch a lot of FF14 tutorial videos to take on all these new bosses and this new content, and one of the things people always say is, such and such boss will use this attack, cooldown, and heal through this as necessary.
Oh.
Why are you fucking using cooldown as a verb?
Yeah, I don't like that.
A cooldown is it's the period of time you wait before you can use an ability. It's not the ability itself. This is also why I hate the word character actor, because all actors are playing characters. Get the fuck out of here. All right, no, I'm not going.
Alex.
Not going down that road again.
Jesus Christ, Daddy's yelling again.
Smash. Yeah, I get angry at nothing.
Yeah, you do. Especially. Never mind. I was just going to shit on you for no reason.
What? No, do it. I want to hear it.
I remember some tweet of yours a couple months ago where you were just like going off about vocal tics or something, or some form of vocal tic that you didn't like, and you were just going off on people who had that vocal tic, and it was just like, I wanted to reply and like, you know what? If you're naming the actual scientific name of the tic, maybe you're the asshole.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Because you do have a tendency to like...
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the word, though. It was, fuck. What was it?
Oh, the splatting vocal fry. You. Can you maybe cool it down? I'm like, could you shut up?
Let me say it again. Kill you.
Anyway. Oh, man. No, what was I talking about, though? I mean, those things still bug me because my stupid brain, when I hear somebody pronounce something wrong, my stupid brain automatically assumes they're either dumb or they're doing it to be different.
But then I imagine you going to research the name of whatever it is and then tweeting that out. And
I did, because it's more important. It's more important to me to be concise than to have to upload a recording of me saying a word.
I know, but yeah, well, you. Yeah, if anything, you're a concise asshole, so... Yeah.
Thank you! I pride myself in my efficiency when it comes to being a dick.
Exactly. Take it from me, the guy who aced his online class. Anyway.
Oh.
Glad you're having fun out there.
Mostly.
What's another thing? Another thing is Mario Maker 2.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, I made a course just for you.
Thank you. I finished it.
I do have a question. You know, I guess I know you have experience as a game reviewer, so I must assume you spend a lot of time to play my level and really take some time to think about it, and then took 8 days to like it.
Yes.
Is that what happened? Taking your time? I
think what happened was the first time I played it like right when you released it, and I died a few times in a row, and I'm just like, fuck this. So I because it's not engaging or really fun. It's just a series of jumps.
Okay, well, that hurts a little bit. I tried to make it a bit engaging.
I think I'm pretty sure that's all it was intended to be, was just here's a series of jumps. You know, I mean, that's fine. It's utilitarian as far as Mario levels go. And sure. I finished it eventually because I owe it to you. Okay. And it was out of all the levels I've played, it's one of them.
Great.
Yeah.
And that's why I didn't publicize it any further than messaging you on Twitter.
So what I'm stuck in right now is I'm hooked on the endless mode. When the game came out, I started playing endless mode easy because they're easy, and those are the courses that help me relax. You know, I think I'm up to like 450 consecutive courses right now. Last time I checked, I was ranked 5,500th in the world, down from like 60,000. So wow. I keep plugging away at it every day at work. I'll play like 10, 20, 30 levels a day. Hopefully I can get to the number one. That's never going to happen.
No.
But it's fun to try.
There's many more crazy people.
It's fun to have a dream.
Yeah, I'm actually, spoilers, I'm going to be on Retronauts on Sunday talking about Mario Maker. So look for that in the future.
What?
Yeah, I know, right? Because here's the thing. I've had Mario Maker for 3 weeks, and it's the first time I've ever played it. I never had it on Wii U or even the 3DS one. I never tried it until 3 weeks ago.
Oh, really? Dude, it was my favorite Wii U game, hands down.
Okay. Well, I wasn't kidding on Twitter when I said, like, I've already, I'm making a game, and it just fills me with guilt just thinking about Mario Maker. So
why?
Just like, I don't know, just a weird mental thing. It's just like, I could be doing something better than making a Mario level. I could make a real level in my actual game, just like that. Just one of those hang-ups you get, right? Alex, hello?
I'm sick of your hang-ups.
I'm sick of your dial tones.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of hang-ups, my wife makes a goo-goo shit'll blow your mind. It's pretty good.
I caved and finally got it. I think I had like a spare eShop voucher, so I was just like, okay, well, let's do it. And,
it's good. Yeah. Mario Maker is a game that is perfect for someone like me who can potentially spend hours at a time at work with nothing to do, in which case Mario Maker is my one true savior.
You might say you have carved out the perfect career for yourself.
Yes, I get to play games, and when I'm not doing that, I get to talk to people about games or whatever.
Well, you get to particularly play games that suck a huge amount of time from your life.
That's true. That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I like it.
You literally can just be up all night doing that.
And then I'm sort of out of commission for the next 2 days. But yeah, I can do that.
You're not unfamiliar with it. I'm working on one other Mario level, but it's not turning out very well because it's like I'm like making mini levels, like little vignettes, and it's
like
it's
donut
hard
holes.
and dumb. Yeah, and I painted myself into a corner, and I'm probably not going to finish that. But it was a fun idea. It started as a funny idea, but now I don't know.
I wish there was a way to sort of hand off your works in progress to your friends and just let them run with it.
Well, I'm sure you could just pay some kid to do it for you.
Well, no, I mean like a feature, but
okay.
I'm talking about online simplicity and Nintendo in the same sentence, and that's not a thing that happens.
All right. I hear you, but I'm also talking about just going out on the street and finding a kid in Nagoya to just do it for you.
No, I'm not doing that.
What's your name, Kenji? I'll give you one onigiri if you finish this up for me. Thanks.
No,
don't put the boo there, you stupid. Give him a Monzai slap. See, I did make that first dinky level, and it was just like, well, I want to at least get some of the core best practices down, and that I made the pipe that gives you that dispenses the springboards in case you lose it.
Holy shit!
I made the water at the bottom in case you fall off and you get a way back. It's not an easy way back, but hey,
see, what I would have done is do backwards moving conveyor belts going very fast, because The water is so slow. If I did fall, I would just go to the menu and start the course over.
But that's the trick.
What's the trick?
That's me being tricky.
Well,
see, that's the point. You got to work for it a little bit.
I don't like your point.
I just don't want to make it a super easy level for you. You've had similar opinions of Blast Rush, and I was just like, that wasn't the point.
Well, I mean, I play
it's
games.
Part of gathering feedback.
I play games for different reasons than you do.
Right, sucking up huge amounts of time with you and your friends in a fantasy world.
Yes, it's called Vanadilzia. That does sound like a delicious Italian pastry, though. Are you coming to the game? Are you bringing the Vanadilzia?
Was that got custard in it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and ricotta cheese.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically basically an inside out cannoli.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Will that be at the wedding?
Yes.
I can't wait.
We also hired the inside out cannoli incident to play the reception. They're pretty good. It's what they call fourth wave ska.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's just a trombone and a shoe. I don't know what that means. I don't know what my own joke means.
Do you think they'll integrate tap into ska?
Oh my god, I hope so.
Yeah.
Tap ska. Ska tap?
Scap.
Ta.
Not to be confused with Smap. By the way, I'm playing Judgment with Kimutaku in it.
Oh yeah, I heard that's pretty good.
Yeah, it is, of course. Yakuza spinoff. Has nothing to do with the characters or story of Yakuza, but it's the same city, so it's kind of interesting.
Ah, Detroit.
Yes. Beyond Human.
Oh, I just got that on PS Plus, and I haven't played it.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I've heard it's, yeah.
No.
Okay.
Don't.
All right, I'm not. Don't worry.
But yeah, Judgment is fun. It does have some... I like the minigame stuff more than the Yakuza games, because some of them, they didn't flesh out all the time. But this has like drone racing. That's kind of fun.
What? Episode 1 Pod Racer?
No, drone racing. You know the toy helicopters people dick around with?
Now this is pod racing?
And shoot some Arabs with sometimes?
Gee, oh, come on, man.
That wasn't me, man. It was Obama.
Obama! Did you see the Disney Adventures with Anakin, little Anakin and Obama on the cover? And they're both just arm wrestling, and Obama's like clearly throwing the match. This is all happening in the Beauty and the Beast castle, by the way.
This is why I still podcast with you, by the way. Gems like this.
Well, shit. What was that? Who was the kid who played Anakin?
Was it Jonathan Lipnicki? No, that was
Rowan Atkinson.
That's right.
All right. I forget.
Of course. Mr. Bean himself.
Thank you.
Johnny English.
Good old Johnny.
You know, there was some... You remember that Chinese comedy movie that came out a couple years ago that they got Mr. Bean for, just randomly?
No, what?
It's like they just roped in Rowan Atkinson to be in their big budget Chinese comedy movie.
What?
It's
like
it's
as a cameo or as a character?
Let's say a character-ish cameo.
Okay.
I don't fully know the extent to which the character was featured in it. I believe it was brief, but maybe longer than a cameo.
You know, in Japan they call him Mame-san.
Yeah.
That's not true.
I think that's trademarked by Sanrio.
Yeah. Mr. Bean's another one of those things that is wildly popular in, non-English speaking countries because it's entirely nonverbal. You know, it's just, here's a goofy guy. Oh no, he left his girl, left his mom on top of his car and then drove away. You know, that kind of shit. Yeah, and he basically sounds like a Goron from Ocarina.
Yes. By the way, not related to Gorons, but in terms of media, I checked off a couple of things that Alex would approve of.
What?
I finished Phantasy Star.
Oh, nice.
On the Nintendo Switch. Yeah.
It's a good one.
It's a good way to play it, that's for sure, with the better experience and the speed and everything.
Yes, it's been modernized as much as it can be without, muddling the original vision.
Oh, and the map, of course. The map.
And the map, got the auto map,
yeah. But then, of course, still at the end of the game, you end up with like 5 pages of flash items. And it's just like,
no,
I gotta drop all these.
After you get the magic lamp, you're never supposed to have another flash on you. You drop them immediately.
Hey,
what?
I know that.
Oh.
The game doesn't know that because it keeps giving him to me in treasure chests.
That's the thing I never understood.
Okay? I know that. I read the stupid guide from this Italian guy from some shitty old website.
Hey. Yeah.
Some of the maps weren't even complete.
Hey,
can you believe
okay,
it?
we've been over this. I know my maps are incomplete. They are meant to be a rough guideline for folks who have never played the game before.
Yeah. Good excuse.
For fuck's sake.
Also, you were 20, so who cares?
That's also true. I started writing that when I was 16.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, just like Superbad.
Yeah, right. Just like Superbad.
Seth Rogen and Evan, what's his name? They were writing that when they were 16.
Yeah. Rowan Atkinson.
It's the Phantasy Star guide is your Superbad.
It
what
sure
I'm saying.
It is. Yeah, I started writing it because I was homesick from school with the flu, and I was playing Phantasy Star, and I'm like, I think I should make a guide for this.
Yeah, of course.
And I ended up finishing it 5 years later.
Yeah, I think I similarly started doing the facts for the Bokunatsu games at like 3 a.m. when I was like delirious. It's like, you know what? It's time to be creative. Let's just play through. So the other thing I did was I watched episode 1 of a little show you may know as
Monk.
Evangelion.
Oh yeah, but you've seen it before, right?
No.
Oh wow, okay.
Once again, I'll refer back to a tweet where I said literally the only piece of Evangelion media I have owned or interacted with was the PS2 Patchy Slot game.
Wow. You can still find that here for 100 yen.
That's pretty much what I got it for on eBay.
Nice. Yeah, it's I've said this before. Evangelion is one of those series that if you watched it when you were 14, like I did, you're gonna love it for the rest of your life,
Absolutely.
like I do.
Yeah.
If you're watching it for the first time now as an adult, it's just a lot of the fuck is this?
Yeah, you got a lot to process for sure, and I think that goes for I think all the fans.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's going to be new rabid Evangelion fans.
I do not begrudge anybody who is watching Eva for the first time and does not like it because it's a lot to process and it's some of it's really good, some of it holds up, some of it does not. There's the whole story about the last 2 episodes and why they're terrible.
Vaguely, like super vaguely. I only know that people hate them, basically.
Well, the reason for that, to my understanding, there's been several like interviews about this, and I don't know what like
it was like. What I know is that they ran out of budget, basically.
Yes,
and just rushed it, and it's just basically a bunch of jump cuts.
Right. But do you know why they ran out of budget?
No, I don't.
So there's an episode like 3/4 of the way through the series where, without spoiling anything, one giant character.
Well, okay. You don't have to worry too much about spoilers.
Okay.
At least not with me.
There's a fight where
I'm a big boy. Remember?
Yeah. One of the Evangelions gets in a fight with giant evil Dalsum. And ends up smashing its head and brains all over the streets of Tokyo 3. And there's a literal river of blood in the streets, and you see you see the head explode and everything. And at the time, I don't remember if it was the higher ups at Gainax or if it was somebody from the actual TV network, but somebody approached Hideaki Anno about this scene, and they're like, "Hey, buddy, this is really cool. Could you make it like not as gory? Because we're gonna air this in prime time, and like kids are gonna see it." And he's like, "Fuck off. This is my vision." And they're like, "Are you sure though? You don't want to change it?" He's like, "No, I'm not changing it." And they're like, "Okay." And then they just slashed his budget after that.
Yeah.
Because he insisted on including the scene. And that's why, the last 2 episodes are mostly Shinji sitting in a chair, lots of cutaways, lots of prolonged scenes of just no movement at all.
Great.
And then they kind of reconciled that with, they addressed everything with End of Evangelion and then did the Death and Rebirth movies, which I also saw in high school, which is why I still like them. And I don't think I would like them as an adult.
I see. Well, there's still the possibility there's some 13-year-old out there who's into anime and would be interested in seeing a historical piece like Evangelion. So I don't want to discount that or anything, but I think if you are indeed in your 30s and above, jumping into it may be hard.
Yeah. No.
So I heard all the movies suck too.
Like I said, Death and Rebirth.
There's like these reboots, right?
The reboots, yeah. The original two movies, the old movies, Death and Rebirth and End of Evangelion, are still pretty good. They kind of give you the ending that the TV series was supposed to have. And the reboot movies, I think the first one is very good, and the second one is good, and then the third one goes so far off the rails that it might as well be a different series now.
I'm kind of morbidly curious now.
I rented it I think 4 years ago from a Tsutaya here in Japan, and it was like I remember not really being enthralled. I remember Asuka was like a space pirate with an eye patch now. Like they
just an eye patch, or also like a pirate hat?
I think it was just an eye patch. Oh. And I understand that I get it's a reboot and you're taking the characters in different directions, but at this point, it's kind of a different thing. So I cannot recommend. And the fourth one still hasn't come out, and who knows if it even will.
Interesting.
Anyway, that's Ava. Also, I heard the new localization on Netflix is pretty shitty.
Well, I would have no idea. So
wait, you're watching the original?
I mean, on Netflix, but I would have no frame of reference from the original. So,
well,
what was it? ADV used to do it. So.
I believe so. Well, I think somebody posted. I haven't seen this for myself, but I saw a screenshot on
posted.
Yeah, I have a screen. Did you see that screenshot on Twitter that somebody posted comparing the old and the new subs?
Yeah, and I know people were upset about love and like and stuff, and
no, that's fine.
The difference between that,
in the Japanese and the original sub, both said an attack had occurred from a terrorist group, and the new sub specifically says an attack from a leftist terrorist group.
Oh yeah, so, that's right. Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, guess who's doing the subs? A trash monster.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that, really. Maybe there's more to that, but who knows?
Did you hear about why they redid the subs in the first place?
Yes. The alleged story of the guy from the company who had been at a screening in America.
Yes, at Otakon. Yeah.
The third reboot movie, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was hooting and hollering at the crazy shit in it, and I guess this person thought that meant that they were reacting to a weird translation or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's just, it's.
So then they were like, well, now we can't let this publisher oversee this translation. From now on, the company in charge of the franchise is going to oversee every single line. Okay, buddy?
Yeah. It basically comes down to Japan not quite understanding that non-Japanese folks are going to be a bit more reactive when they watch something. Well,
especially a theater full of nerds from all over the country,
right?
There to see the crazy anime. I mean,
yeah, I think specifically what that interview or what that account mentioned was the sub sort of took a lot of the gay innuendo between Shinji and Kaoru. They kind of they cranked it way up, and that's what the crowd was reacting to, and then. This dude from the studio was like, "There's no laughing and there's no crying in baseball. We can't have this." Yeah. It's like, redo it. Don't release this. Not great.
Thank you, Tom Hanks.
Oh, Hanks Evangelion.
So it's a very similar story today on Polygon. Jeremy Blostein published a thing about the story of how MGS was translated.
I just read that before we recorded today. Yeah.
And so there's a similar bit. He didn't mention it he didn't talk about it too much, but he mentioned about how Kojima, I guess, got hearsay that they messed with the translations too much, and so now he wanted all the control or something like that.
Who is narking on Blaustein for his excellent job? I thought
who
was
is burning the flag?
Yeah. Who will not wear the ribbon? But my dude Tom, the biggest Metal Gear fan I know, played and finished Twin Snakes at the bar on Saturday for the first time ever. He's played every Metal Gear game except Twin Snakes, and he did it for the first time. And we were both kind of going, because we both know the original game forwards and backwards, and we're going through these lines of dialogue and why they changed them. And like I mentioned in the article, the line about the muktuk eating contest, we thought that was such a great line in the original. and they changed it for no good reason.
Yeah.
There was one line that we prefer in Twin Snakes, and that is when Liquid gets into Metal Gear Ray at the end, and he says, "This is the demon weapon that will take the world into the 21st century." That's such a fucking great line. I don't remember what it was in the original, but yeah, every because it sounds very like literal, like they literally just took whatever the kanji were, and I'm sure it was demon weapon. But everything else is it's kind of muted, it's kind of toned down. It's not as good as J Blau.
Yeah.
You know?
You and I were there when they first debuted Twin Snakes.
That's right.
Yeah. And it was exciting then.
It was.
Yeah.
And now it's like, yeah.
It's like we're at the Nintendo press conference and they're playing a trailer for the new Metal Gear remake. Oh my god.
Right.
If only we knew it was made by a psychopath.
And then Miyamoto came out and choked a guard to death.
Yeah, and that was on the cover of Disney Adventures.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Sniper Wolf taking out a diplomat from 500 yards. That was on another cover.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And that's how they brought back Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. That's for that cover.
He was the diplomat being sniped?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Let's go with that.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Twin Snakes. I mean, whatever. I didn't. I just played through it and enjoyed it. You know, I didn't have a concept of change translations too much.
It's fine. I'm like
they changed Mei Ling's voice. I mean, that was
it was like wasn't it the same voice actress, but she just wasn't putting on the accent?
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah.
They changed.
Well, they also changed Naomi.
Yeah,
who
she's not British anymore.
Wasn't British. Yeah. Right.
They also changed Frank Yeager, I think for the worse. Tom liked the new voice better, but I did not. I like the original Cyborg Ninja voice. Even though he mispronounces respite. Sorry.
Oh, what? You don't like that?
Well, no. I mean, in the original MGS, that's the only thing I don't like about that performance is he mispronounces
All right,
a word.
How's it pronounced, Alex?
Respite! I said that. What? What are you doing?
You said it was mispronounced.
Yes. In the original game, he says respite.
Oh, yeah, okay.
As in, to spite again. Like I'm going to do to you.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're good. That was just a slight confusion.
So Tom, it was like I said, it was Tom's first time playing through Twin Snakes, and he was kind of, he thought he wouldn't like it, and it turns out he kind of did, more or less. But the way that he framed the game for me kind of makes me enjoy it and appreciate it a little bit more. It's like don't look at it as a remake of Metal Gear Solid. Look at it as like Ryuhei Kitamura is remaking the events of Shadow Moses as a movie. He's making an action movie. Yeah. This movie is the recreation of that game.
I would totally accept that. That's kind of how I viewed it, because like people got really bent out of shape about those cutscenes, and it's well, if you had just read one article about who the guy is, and seen his movies, or at least a clip of it or something, or understand that it's not Hideo Kojima directing the cutscenes, it's this out of bounds director. Okay, that's what Kojima wanted. So just accept it.
I didn't know much about him aside from Twin Snakes, and we watched we watched Versus last year at the bar for movie night, and that's a real fun. That's just a fun movie.
Yeah, Kojima's in that, isn't it?
Is he really?
He's like an extra in one of those.
Oh
maybe
my
not
God.
that one, but one of his movies. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
that's fun.
Yeah, so you and him have something in common. You're both extras in a Japanese movie.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes, we were. Thank you. I was.
And now you're the director of Metal Gear.
No, wait a minute. It's funny. Konami put me on the Metal Gear project, so I'm just doing the Ape Escape version now.
And Konami put me on mescaline.
Ray, would you like to come down to the offices? We have a proposal for you.
Oh yes.
We want to get you high out of your skull.
Well, this is different, but all right.
I also played and quickly abandoned Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, you weren't into it. Yeah,
that's. I mean, it's frustrating because every single person I've asked about this game, I've said, I don't like open world games, but I love Zelda. Am I going to like this? And 100% of them said, oh yes, of course you will. And I do not.
Oh boy. Well, Alex, you should have asked me.
It is abjectly not fun.
you should have came to your old friend Ray and said, "Hey, Ray, would I like Breath of the Wild even though I don't like open world games?" And I would say, well, maybe not. It has a lot of good Zelda-type tropes in it, so it does feel like a Zelda game, but it is open world, and you do have to do a lot of things on your own, and you might not like that.
I don't like that.
All right.
The analogy I always make is I like a linear progression. I like going from A to B to C in a straight line. Maybe I can do some side quests every now and then.
Yeah, don't like having the basically me with that color by numbers where it's just like, how do I color this in?
It's the way I illustrate this to my friends is like, it's an open world. You can go anywhere. You can do anything. Yeah, but what am I supposed to do? Tell me what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Don't tell me I can do anything. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Whatever you want. Yeah, but what is that? I don't know what I want to do.
Yeah, I think, Breath of the Wild, I think, probably was a bit too free with that. Because, like, if you play any other open world game, basically, most of the ones that are made in the West, it's just like, here's your first mission, go to that point. Now you can just progress from there if you want.
Or
speaking of the first, something else. Yeah.
Speaking of the first mission, that's my first point of rage. The game doesn't tell you this, but you can accidentally turn off mission markers. And
I don't remember. Yeah,
I went to the menu to acclimate myself to the game and the controls and the menus, and I pressed a button on my current mission, and unbeknownst to me, doing that deletes the quest marker, the mission marker.
Oof.
So for the very first mission, I had no mission marker. I had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to do. I was walking around for an hour like an idiot. I had to actually pull up a YouTube walkthrough tutorial and just watch the guy and see what he did. Cause the game doesn't fucking tell you can accidentally turn off your mission markers, which I did.
Well, turns out you played it the right way. Cause, real players would just turn off all of the guides and explore the game as it was meant to be. It's like you're playing the first Zelda and, it's like a journey. It's like Miyamoto in the mountains when he was a child and in the caves, and that's how he came up with the Zelda. I'm Ray.
Let me say it again. Kill you.
Nope, that's not it. It doesn't help that,
Arsenal gear.
One of my most hated things in video games is durability and shit that breaks when you use it too much.
That's the big one.
It's not fun having to re-equip a new weapon every time you get into a fight.
Yep, exactly.
And I just overall I felt like it's too much. It's too big. I don't want to fucking walk 1,000,000 miles to get to the next place. It's not fun.
Would you walk 1,000 miles?
I guess, and then I would walk 500 more.
All right. Well, you know what did drop durability?
What?
What game did drop durability?
What's that?
Excuse me. Dragon Quest Blocko 2.
Oh, no way. Did they? Yay.
Yeah.
How is the Blocko?
Well, I'm not... Okay, here's the thing that surprised me from the first minute of the game is that it's developed by Omega Force, Koei Tecmo.
Oh, I thought, okay.
The makers of the Dynasty Warriors games.
Sure.
And they have traditionally struggled with creating a game that runs smoothly. And on Switch, at least, the game does not run smoothly.
Oh, no.
And it also takes upwards of 1.5 minutes to load at the beginning.
Excuse me?
Yeah, at least on my system, there's a very long opening load every time you boot the game. So it's basically like you're, booting a computer from 10 years ago. Seems like the PS4 version is better, so that makes sense. I probably would take a look at that if you wanted, but
but keep in mind,
there is some appeal in having a portable version.
Thank you,
Switch,
playing in bed.
So, but if you can get past some of that and, some frame rate problems, I mean, I don't think you're like a huge Digital Foundry type guy, Alex, but
no.
If you, I think you can get past it, and it's enjoyable, and you can clearly see all the changes that they made from the first game, which work out quite a lot. They drop durability. They give you just a bottomless bag.
Nice. For
your inventory pretty soon into the game, so you don't have to mess with making a big chest.
Oh, that was the worst.
Or anything. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't played a whole lot yet, but it's moving along, and it's quite fun. And I did mention pirate stuff before. It does start off on a ship driven by monsters, and you go through a storm, and then you wash up on shore, and that's when the building starts.
I want to play that. I also heard that unlike the first one, when you move on to the next chapter, it actually keeps the stuff that you've built. Is that true?
I haven't been to a chapter break yet, but I think that's true, at least based on the opening, because, like, yeah, you do start on this island, this deserted island, and build some stuff, and then there's, like, another ship that comes or something. Anyway, you leave, and the game is like, well, if you leave here, you can't come back for a while or whatever, but yeah, whatever.
Because that was one of my big gripes about Blocko 1, was that, you know, between chapters, all your work is erased and you go to a new area and you start new. I get it,
because I think they were trying to do the Minecraft survival thing a bit too hard,
right?
You know,
but I didn't know that. So chapter 1, I'm going nuts building up this beautiful town.
Oh yeah. I think everybody went through that.
Yeah, and then I hit chapter 2. I'm like, but where's my town? Where are my dudes?
I mean, they give you the mea culpa of at least being able to reload a save based on the town you were last in.
But even then,
yeah,
meh.
So you can go back to it, but yeah. Yeah, I think they smoothed that over quite a bit.
Well, okay, go back to this.
All right. By the way, do you think our show is now just all fans of the show who know what Blocko refers to? Or
I hope. Yeah, Dragon
something we should
Quest
re-explain.
Buildars.
Yeah, but I mean, why we call it Blocko?
Why do we call it Blocko?
I do. Right. So it's an inside joke, but it's from this show. It's where I was joking about when the game was first announced, Builders 1, that they would probably just localize it in the West as Dragon Quest Blocko. That was the joke.
Oh, beautiful.
So now we call it Blocko. I named the character Blocko.
Nice. I named mine
instead of Nomo.
I named mine Block Obama.
Okay. That's good, actually.
Thanks.
That's a good Pokemon nickname.
Well, that's
yeah, so we have Nomo and Blocko.
Oh, fun.
Oh boy, what else? Did I have any notes?
That's so much video game talk. I think that's all I've played though for the past couple months.
Like I said, E3 front loaded some things, you know.
That's right. Oh, I just I downloaded a Dr. Mario World from my phone last night. It seems all right.
Okay, great. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's obviously not the same Dr. Mario.
No.
Dr. Mario is one of my mom's favorite games. She never played Tetris that much. She always played Dr. Mario on Game Boy.
It's great. I prefer Dr. Mario to Tetris.
So I told her about this new one, but I'm not sure she'd like it because it's not the same gameplay.
No.
She used to like Monkey Ball on GBA, strangely enough.
Oh, wow.
Maybe I will buy her a Switch with the new Monkey Ball coming out.
Do it. Get Monkey.
Actually, when I did visit last, I got her a little gift. It was an NES Classic, and I put some extra games on that. I put all of her favorite games on it. That included the Bugs Bunny Crazy Castle game, so every Crazy Castle game she can play.
Wrath of the Black Manta. Right?
Yeah, she really enjoys the anti-drug message.
Dino Ricky, Legend of Kage.
No, I did mostly the Crazy Castle games and then a couple of Lode Runner games because they are thematically, gameplay similar.
Right, ER Kung Fu.
Okay, Alex, good shit.
Xevious Astyanax? How do you say that? Astyanax?
Oh, how do you pronounce it, Alex?
Respite.
No, you're naming my system.
Am I?
I'm the one who put Xevious on it.
Oh, that's right.
Mine.
Oh, sorry. Ride and Trad.
Oh, no.
Alpha Mission?
It's a bad port.
Oh, sorry.
How could you?
R-Type, L-Type.
Listen, my mom does not really like the same games I do exactly, so.
Oh, okay.
She's not going to play shooters.
Jeopardy 25th Anniversary Edition.
No, once again, that's me.
Okay.
Did your mom also try and buy you Anticipation for NES, thinking that would be some sort of enriching or fun thing to do?
Absolutely not.
Okay. That became like a joke bad game that I didn't want for NES, but I ended up getting it anyway.
No, my as far as I remember, my mom's only attempt at playing games was Mario 64. I was so into it when it came out. I asked my mom to play it with me, and She chose dire docks, and she jumped in the water, and she drowned immediately, and she said, "I've never killed anyone before," and left the room.
Well, you know, some things you just wish you had a recording of, you know?
Yeah, you know, yeah. It's kind of rough. All right. Is that all for segment 2? Why don't we take a quick break? I have an idea.
Oh, okay. It's not the end of the show? All right, fine.
No, this is only segment 2.
All right, fine.
We owe the we owe the listeners more to make up for the months that we took off.
Yes, we do, Alex.
You know, people still donate money to this shit.
Right. Oh boy, why don't we take some of that money and just pay for this wedding?
Well, no, the money is to keep the lights on, keep the servers going. You know, that's about it. Yeah, and it does that. It does that perfectly.
Yeah, right. You don't have to reply seriously to that every time I make a joke about the money.
Well, I wish you wouldn't joke around about my favorite topic, money.
All right,
and listeners.
We'll be back after this. Ka-ching. Folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That is Fabulous Alex.
Good day. So yeah, we're gonna take some questions from the listeners. If you're hearing this right now, please don't write in because it's already over.
Are we doing the pre-taped call-in show?
Yes.
No, about last week.
If you're calling
about the elderly,
if you're calling about Eorzea, that was last week's show.
Actually, it's also next week.
Still
going.
We should get some questions here any minute now. I'm staring at my Twitter like we're doing a telethon. Right. We're doing a telethon, and the phones are not ringing.
Yeah, well, good.
You know. Also, I'm gonna fill this time by telling you a dumb story. McDonald's tried to deliver to me twice the other day. How do you think about that?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Same order?
Yeah. One of the tried and true hangover cures is just to eat a shit ton of McDonald's. So I ordered
Why
some.
Not twice?
Right. I ordered a bunch. It showed up and I paid the dude and then he left. And then 20 minutes later, this woman's at the door and she's like, "Hi, I brought you McDonald's." I'm like, he already did.
Oh man.
I don't know what happened.
Classic Japanese tech screw up, if you ask me. Have you heard about this 7-bank stuff?
No, what?
The 7-Eleven company started a mobile payment system in Japan that had no layer of security and something like everybody could see everybody else's passwords or something on that level.
Oh, great.
So, of course, they had to have the press conference where the president or the old guy, steps in front and does his apology spiel and everything. And then I guess a journalist was asking him if they had integrated two-factor authentication.
Yeah.
Takes a moment. Two-factor authentication.
Oh, no.
He had no idea what that was. And everybody really shit on him for that.
This is like...
and then
yeah.
I joined in on Twitter. I said, boy, you can really see the point where he is just looking out into the horizon and wishing he could just wake up and it was Heisei 1 again. Because goddamn, these old Japanese presidents and CEOs and stuff who just can't deal with any sort of technology, but they're there to lead a team because they're salarymen. They have to.
That's like the Japanese. Who is it? The minister of internet. I don't know what his job position was.
Yeah,
but,
sure. Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah, the guy who was like in charge of defense on the web, and he doesn't know how to use email. And it's of course he doesn't.
Same thing.
He's a 7-year-old idiot. That's the most Japanese thing ever.
It was the same exact type of thing. But also, speaking of delivery, 7-Eleven delivers now here.
What?
Yes, you can get the 7 Now app and, order, a fucking iced coffee or a bag of chips or whatever, and they will deliver it to your house.
Interesting.
Without having to go to 7-Eleven. Yeah.
I mean, I like going to 7-Eleven, though. I'm down for a walk. Yeah, let's go for a walk.
I sort of do. I decided not to go to one 7-Eleven lately because it got a bit too awkward in there.
Uh-oh. Wait, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, typical of 7-Elevens in this country, first of all, you have a, let's call them bums hanging out.
Oh, no, yeah.
Outside and always wanting something of you. I mean, you get conditioned enough to just ignore them, I suppose. But then also, I went in there and there was only one clerk, but he's off and, checking the stocks or everything.
Oh.
And then I go up to the counter and he doesn't notice me or anything. He doesn't notice anyone, but eventually I just had to wave him down physically. And just
sir, hello, sir.
Someone's here. And, I don't get mad or anything, but it's just kind of funny. And,
oh boy. There
was another moment on another separate visit where just some kid or guy also in the aisles with me is just like, hey man, can I get some money for a thing? And I'm like, no. No.
Sorry.
And I wasn't done. And then I had to go stand in line. And then he was also going to go stand in line behind me. So it was extra awkward as I am standing in line. Not considering this person at all. And it's just like, okay, well, let's not go to this problem 7-Eleven anymore.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
And they just don't care about that. They're not doing anything about it.
No. I mean, what can they do?
I don't know.
It's almost expected now of 7-Elevens or any convenience store, basically.
Damn. I didn't realize, wow, yeah. I mean,
they don't care. They're not getting paid to care about it.
Yeah. Well, that's the nice thing about Japan is that people will give a shit.
Yeah. They aren't genuine about it, but they'll look like they give a shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I guess if I don't want to deal with that, I can just order it on the app now. Order whatever I get.
Nice. My
stupid sandwich, or actually the best thing they have now at 7-Eleven in America are the cookie-covered almonds.
Excuse me? You must have that backwards.
No, it's almonds covered in cookie matter. They have Oreo and Nilla wafer varieties.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nilla, banana, coconut flavored stuff that just encases an almond, and you can eat them, and they're in a pouch and everything.
Oh man, I want some. Can you bring some to the wedding? Good.
Oh, okay, I'll try. Yeah, I'll make that one of the gifts.
Oh yeah.
The thing is that I've been there a couple times recently, but they only have one of the flavors.
What?
And some stores don't even have them at all.
How many flavors are there?
There's the two, the Nilla and the Oreo.
Nilla.
And they usually only have the Nilla.
All right.
So we'll see. I've been scouting out 7-Elevens across the country, town, and seeing which ones carry the cookie-covered almonds. It's a house brand. It's 7-Eleven brand, so you can only get them there.
It's still very exciting.
Yeah, it's... Well, come on, not as exciting as a good old-fashioned Japanese konbini.
Oh, you got me there. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, Family Mart recently started stocking these quasi-deli sandwiches. They're like mini subs, but they're good. They're not, typical konbini white bread piece of shit sandwiches. They're actually pretty decent.
Don't be so hard on yourself, I said.
Sorry. I'm white trash.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. 7-Eleven also does the same thing. They try to be, more health conscious by offering sandwiches that just look better but have double the calories.
Oh no. We've got our first question here from a Zether.
Okay, yeah, good.
And that is, he says, is guy who doesn't understand Wikipedia coming back at any point? This is a segment that we used to do where I would ask Ray to read an excerpt from Wikipedia and I would react to it like a fucking idiot. And during this entire almond cookie sandwich conversation, I've been looking for the drop in my soundboard and I cannot find it, which leads me to believe the segment may not be coming back.
I think I have it, don't I?
Oh, do you?
Well, now I'm going to look.
Oh, jeez.
Now you talk about cookie-covered almonds.
All right, so I've never had this shit, but I really want to try them. Very excited. I trust Ray's judgment when it comes to foodstuffs, especially snack foodstuffs. So I'm
really? But not games?
No, fuck you. I mean, yeah, games too. Games are great. I love games.
All right. Yeah.
Let's say goodbye to Alex.
Rediscovering a lot of old drops I forgot I had.
Okay, great.
Shove it. Kiss off. You smell.
You smell? They never see it coming.
Well, I thought I had it. Oh, I do. Okay, here we go.
Guy who doesn't understand Wikipedia. There we go. I really want to elongate that last note, maybe 2 or 3 times as long, and then use it as the new one.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
A little more, yeah.
I'm excited. All right, so yeah, we might bring that back. We need to bring back more segments one of these days. We got one here from an Isaac Davis, at Sploopy Davis, who I believe has visited the bar before. What's your preferred tuna salad recipe? Mine is just a lot of tuna and a lot of mayo and a lot of celery, and I don't know. I've never made tuna salad.
Yeah, I always had tuna sandwiches that my mom would make, and it was basically tuna salad. But
yeah, right?
Yeah, I guess that the basic mixture that I would get from my mom all the time.
It's good, dude. Tuna was my favorite. Oh, and my mom used to, when I was a kid, she also used to put hard boiled egg in the sandwich as well, which is really good.
In a tuna?
Yeah, celery, tuna, mayo, celery, egg. It was perfect.
The egg is in the sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, but it's like cut up real fine.
Okay.
It's not like
I like my egg. I don't think I'd like it on a tuna sandwich.
It's not a chunk of egg.
I understand.
Also, I am trying to master the art of cooking an onsen tamago, which is the best egg ever created. And I'm slowly getting there. It's a process.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We had
a ramen party here the other day.
Oh,
yeah. We have a great cookbook. It's called, I recommend this to anybody. It's Japanese Soul Cooking.
Oh, okay.
And all the recipes are basically like sort of like izakaya / street food kind of recipes, but also like common dinner type things like curry and ramen and as well. Some of the greasy stuff that you might like, and so really good recipes. Anyway, they teach you how to do ramen, of course, and make the soy sauce eggs, and it's really good.
Oh,
really
yeah.
works. Yeah.
I've recently become a huge fan of the fried chicken skin that you get at yakitori places in Japan.
Okay, yeah.
And I thought I hated it, and I think what happened was I didn't have any good ones before.
Okay.
What you do is ask for it well done, and it's the best thing.
Oh, I see. Yes.
To the point where for lunch I'll even buy it from konbinis. In fact, that's what I'm going to do after this recording. You can go to the konbini and they have it in the little window, and I'll get like 2 or 3 skewers of chicken skin that they've already cooked and prepared, but I will take it home and I will stick it in my oven for another 10 minutes just to get it nice and crispy. Yeah,
You're crazy.
I'm crazy, but it's good.
But I love it. Yeah,
it's good shit.
Okay.
Hi.
By the way, I have 2 points that go back to both tuna and Japanese food.
Do it.
3 points, as it will become in a bit.
That's too many points.
I had a tuna sandwich at the Japanese grocery store, a spicy tuna, and it was really spicy.
Yeah, I like spicy tuna.
Yeah, they made it spicier than I thought.
Yeah, how do you make that alcoholic chicken?
God damn it. Yeah, also at the Japanese store, I was there, went there last week by myself. I was wearing my arcade cabinet shirt.
Excuse me?
I have it's a patterned shirt that has like arcade cabinet designs on it.
Okay.
I got it from Japan. Thank you very much. So I wore it to the Japanese store, and I had my hoodie open, so it was showing it, and I thought, well, okay, I'm going to the Japanese store by myself in the middle of the afternoon. Nobody's going to notice it, right?
Turns out
this Asian girl white guy couple is next to me, and then the white nerdy guy basically does a double take, stops back and looks back at me and goes, "Hey, nice shirt. That's a cool shirt." And I go, "Yeah, thank you." And then I walk away before he might possibly recognize who I am, and then it would get even dicier.
It's okay to take a compliment.
It is. However, it's not okay for me to wear my video game shirts out in public at the Japanese store in California.
Why?
Because of moments like that.
You're gonna get mobbed. You're gonna get noticed. People are gonna want autographs. I'm still waiting on one.
It's possible.
Actually, no. You did sign my copy of Saga Frontier, so that counts.
Yes, your pirated copy.
Yeah, thank you.
We got some good Saga game announcements at E3. Oh, never mind.
Fucking hell.
Okay. If that guy was a listener, I apologize, and you're okay. But it was just one of those things where it's like I go out thinking it won't happen, and then it happens. So
I had a dude commented on my Tekken shirt because I remember years ago Uniqlo had that series of video games.
You like Tekken? Sorry,
I fucking hate you so much. Back in the day, I mean, they still have them now, but I think this was Uniqlo's first or one of their earliest lines of video game t-shirts. I bought this navy blue V-neck t-shirt that has like every character from Tekken Tag Tournament in white silhouette, all overlapping. Not silhouette, but like the outline of their characters, but it's not filled in.
I understand.
Yeah, it's a really
an outline.
It's a what?
An outline.
Thank you. It's a real good looking shirt, and the guy at every time I go back home, I stop at Pittsburgh Comics, and the guy commented on it last time, and I was like, oh, like I've never, because nobody says shit about it in Japan.
Yeah.
So this guy's like, oh hey, that's a nice shirt. I'm like, oh thanks, I got it in Japan. And yeah, I wasn't prepared for that. Folks, by the way, if you're in Pittsburgh, I recommend Pittsburgh Comics for all your comic
Come to
needs.
Alex's wedding. Oh,
no, I'm not saying that. I mean,
yeah, sorry, the store. Yeah, the comic store.
If you show up, all right, if you show up with a hardcover anthology of literally any Marvel series, I might let you through the door. That's how you get into the wedding.
I'm sorry, what's the comic store's name?
Pittsburgh Comics.
All right, so everybody walk in there and mention Alex and get no discount.
Dude, yeah, you can try that. All right, we have one here from a Brian Rude. He says, any recent Domino's stories?
Oh yeah, Alex?
Just the one, and I don't know when they started doing this, but apparently they now are open until 12:30. Did I mention this?
Whoa.
I know, dude.
Whoa, back up.
Japan is getting flipped on its fucking ass.
Whoa. Oh my god. It is truly a new era.
Because do you remember the time where like I came home from work and I wanted to order a pizza, and it was like 11:59, and I'm on my iPad, and I submit it, and it's like error. So I'm like, oh fuck. So I bust my ass trying to put in the order again, and by the time I get back to the checkout screen, it's 12:01, and they stop accepting orders. So, and like we even called up the Domino's, like, your site fucked up. Can you guys please just take this order? And the guy's like, it's after midnight.
The guy's already putting his coat on to go home.
Yeah. He was probably already home. But apparently this happened again, where like my order didn't go through, and then the time passed over. And I'm freaking the fuck out because I want my pizza.
You're freaking the fuck out,
dude. If you promise me pizza and then I don't get it, bad things happen. And then
you're prone to anger, aren't you?
Yes. Well, when food is involved, yes. And then Ruri was just like, "It's fine. I'll take care of it." And she just picks up the phone and calls and places the order. And I'm like, "How did you do that? It's after 12." She's like, "Well, they're open till 12:30 now." Yeah, so that's good to know. Keep that shit up. You know what? Maybe in a few years we can get to 1 a.m. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Let's do it, Reiwa.
Here's one from a Daniel Worthington at Worth Nintendo. He says, "It's my birthday today. What special thing should I do for myself as a reward for surviving 37 years of being me?"
Bungee
jump. Play that Contra collection.
You probably have to get an appointment for those in advance, though, so it might be too late.
Yeah, I mean, if you show up and just commandeer bridge, I don't know how it works. They're probably not going to let you do that.
Well, don't just jump off a bridge.
Well, no, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, you're supposed to tie yourself with a strong twine or something, right?
World's largest ball of twine.
A belt. Yeah. Or yeah. How about just a fucking noose? How about that?
All right.
No, that's not fair. I hope Daniel's going to make it back to Japan this year or next year, because he's been here I think 3 times so far to visit the bar. Yeah,
I've been there 0.
Well, get your fucking ass over here. Everything I do it for you.
Why is he going to Japan so much?
Because he's in Australia. He lives pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, but
what?
What is he? Like a jet setter?
Yes.
One of these playboys?
Yes. He wears a white jacket and like a cravat. Is that what those are called?
Croissant.
Yes, thank you. He wears a croissant because they're delicious.
Yeah.
Here's one from Matthew J at Mr. Matt J. Something about pistols on your feet. That seems like a throwaway. Here's one from Matt Mitchell. What's your favorite new drink or snack this summer?
It's technically it wasn't summer, but the cookie covered almonds.
God damn it! I want that shit
in March, but yeah.
I've recently discovered more Japanese frozen snacks, and there's a series, a line. That's what you say, right?
Sure.
Of snacks called Aisunomi, which basically means ice seeds, ice fruits.
Okay.
And they're just like little orbs of, flavor. And the grape ones are the best, and they're delicious.
I see. Yeah.
They also make peach and pear, and those are fine as well, but the grapes are so good.
Mm-hmm.
Also very much into the Japanese drumstick ice cream cone. I forget what that's called.
Really? Why is it special?
I don't know. It's just good. And they come in different varieties. They got vanilla, they got cookies and cream, they got chocolate. They're all great.
All right.
They got caramel or caramel if you're from a fucking farm. That was unfair.
There's a California town called Carmel. I don't know how farmy it is. But
is it related to Carvel, the chain of East Coast ice cream shops?
Absolutely not.
Fuck off.
In any way, shape, or form.
Carvel rules. Matthew J knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry. The full name is Carmel by the Sea, so it's kind of like one of those weird English town names.
That's
are
cool.
Like a phrase, but it's in California.
Isn't that quirky?
Yeah, it's very, very quirky.
I'm also into there's a Sicilian lemon flavored Papico that they make that's really good now. Shut up.
Yeah.
And there's a melon soda float coolish that is also delicious.
Okay, but what are those things?
Papico.
Help out the audience.
Papico is like it's a frozen tube snack. I can't explain it. It was originally, I think it's originally coffee flavored. It was like a coffee squeezable tube thing.
Are you talking about it's a tube, so not like the pouches that you squeeze?
No, that's
not
coolish.
Like
Coolish is the pouch.
Yes. Okay.
Coolish is the pouch. Those are good. Coolish is good. They have really good vanilla. Lots of. It's almost like a French vanilla. A lot of egg. A lot of good shit in there. And then the Papico it's sort of in the shape of like an old soda bottle, but it's like soft plastic, and inside it's just stuffed with whatever the flavor is, coffee or
whatever you want,
vanilla or chocolate, or in this case Sicilian lemon, which is really good.
Sicilian lemon.
It actually tastes a lot like lemon sorbet, which was my go-to summer snack in America.
I see.
I love the fuck out of lemon sorbet.
The question was new snacks. Yes.
Oh fuck yeah.
I don't think I have a new one. I've been going back to some old favorites like trail mix with M&Ms in it.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. Those kill me though, because they're very addictive, but also pretty high in calories and stuff. So not good.
Yeah,
but I get my nuts.
You gotta get your nuts. I gotta have my pops.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's see what else. The almonds I mentioned. Gotta get those nuts. Yeah, nah, that's about it. Anything else I try to abstain from, because again I'm trying to not eat like a bastard anymore.
Yeah, that's always a good way to go.
All right, any other questions?
Yes. Hang on, I'm not done talking about snacks. You fuck.
I apologize.
No, this is not a new snack, but I find myself more and more enjoying. There's a Japanese snack called Beano.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the gas medicine. It is called Beano.
Or Beefarino.
Beefarino. Rusty, no. And it's really good. It's just like it looks like string beans, but it's like a popped air snack, and they're really good. Like a puffed, not popped. They're good. They're not terribly unhealthy, but they're still delicious.
Are those like the Snap Pea crisps?
Yes, I think that's pretty much what they are. Those are great.
Made by a Japanese company.
Yeah, we have a second one here from Matt Mitchell. He says, "What drop audio have you been unable to find but wish you had?" Oh,
well, that's easy. We say this all the time. The Italian Job one.
Oh, that's right. Yes. What happened to my car? No, gold. Sorry,
no,
right?
Gold.
It was gold. Yeah,
gold. Yeah.
So, like in the line in the movie is, "What happened to my car?" Then for the trailer, this is in 2003, 4.
Yeah, whenever it came out.
For the trailer,
the TV ad.
The TV ad. For the TV ad, they very, very poorly cut it so that it sounded like Edward Norton was screaming, "What happened to my gold?"
Yes.
And we, Ray and I distinctly remember this airing on TV because we watched it together. We cannot find it anywhere on the internet. It didn't exist.
No, it's ethereal. It's disposable.
If anybody wants to be a true hero, find a copy of The Italian Job and just put that scene together for us.
Yeah. Yeah, we're too lazy to do it ourselves.
Oh my God. So dumb.
Yeah, it has to be that for sure.
That's that's one of the things I don't miss about American movie ads. Not just American movie ads, but movie ads in general, like TV spots, is poor editing.
Yeah.
And my most hated thing about TV spots or even just trailers in general for movies is a shot of a character shooting a gun, like a handgun, a tiny ass handgun, and then immediately cutting to a fucking building exploding like it was that one bullet that made the building explode.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think they've stopped doing it, but in like the late 90s and the early mid 2000s, you saw it in every fucking action movie trailer, and it pissed me off so much.
I'm sure it's still employed to some degree.
They did one like
Maybe not as frequently, but yeah.
I remember the movie that made me cognizant of this trend was one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies where fucking Kate Winslet fires a tiny ass ball from a gun and then it cuts to a goddamn fortress exploding. Like, fuck off. I'm not believing this.
Yeah. It's also like the comedy trailers that will, like, I don't know, let's say someone gets hit in the nuts, but it will cut to a different reaction of a different scene of the people going, ooh.
Or dog looking away with pained dog sounds.
Right, of course.
Here's one from a Curry Sentai mostly at Curry Sentai, who has also visited the bar, I believe. What is the difference between a fib, a white lie, and a whopper?
Yeah, very cute.
Yeah.
Someone listened to episode 1.
Right?
Congratulations.
Big points for that. I don't know. They're all, lies. Luis.
I guess someone actually went to that playlist. So yeah, cool.
Okay.
My Spotify playlist.
Spotify playlist. Here's one from Luis Elias Badillo. Would you rather have a rhino-sized hamster or a hamster-sized rhino? Obviously, a hamster-sized rhino because I live in Japan and I can't afford a stable. I don't know what you want.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
This is like the question: would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Right.
It's a dumb question. I'm sure you're a fantastic person. It's a dumb question.
Well, better Alex says it than me. So.
I'm here to say the harsh truths that you can't.
The difference is people still like you.
No. What?
I'm the one who gets the shit.
Okay, well let's try it. Let's try it out. Let's say the same thing.
You're dumb.
You're dumb.
See, it's not going to work.
I like it. I still like you.
Okay, good.
I just realized on my soundboard I misspelled "Are you afraid of the dark" as "Are you a free ad of the dark?" I gotta go. Oh yeah, Justin Robson at. Hang on. I can't see the whole name. I'm assuming it's Useless Bastard. Oh, it's Useless Bug. At Useless Bug. Writes, have either of you seen the new Spider-Man movie? And I completely forgot to talk about that. Yes, I have, and I liked it a lot.
No, I haven't.
Did you see? Oh, Far From Home. It's good.
No.
It's I liked it a lot.
I did watch Into the Spider-Verse when I visited my mom.
Yeah, I still have to see that.
Okay, so I guess we're even in a way, except
right.
not. But
so that's our homework for next episode. Is I'll watch Spider-Verse and you watch Far From Home, and we'll have a big spider orgy.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have to wait till it's out on video.
VHS.
Yeah.
Right.
That's that's gonna be the old man thing of our generation, isn't it?
What, VHS?
No, just saying what I just said. Like, I'll wait until it's on video.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah.
To mean, VOD. Actually, streaming. Even VOD is old.
I have found myself recently, like, when I talk to younger people, I will, instead of out on video, I will say out for digital download.
Yeah, it's too awkward.
Yeah.
Things used to be so much simpler back then.
Also, though,
you know what I mean?
But it is super fun for me at work if I'm talking to someone my age and we use the term VHS, like VHS comes up. I will stop the conversation. I will turn to someone else at the bar who's like 20, who's not involved in the conversation, and just say VHS was a home video format. It's so much fun to do, and it's
such a Jimmy Pardo thing.
It is, and they already know what it is. I'm just being a dick.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
You're just being Jimmy Pardo.
That's what I do best.
You're right. You still don't listen to Never Not Funny anymore.
No, I do. I got back on board like a while ago. Yeah.
Okay. You're done being shamed from.
Oh my god! And there was a line in an episode recently that I meant to pull for a drop because it destroyed me, and I can't remember what it was.
Oh darn!
I know.
Still, one of my favorite things from that podcast, though, is not a drop that I made, but just him going, "Elliot, I've joked in the past. You're fired."
Oh man, just shitting on Elliot and Garen for no reason is my favorite thing.
Yeah. Why
fuck.
don't you have them officiate your wedding instead of Jeff Goldblum?
Because Jeff can't make it.
Yeah.
I mean,
so why not Elliot Hochberg? Excuse me while I turn off my AC. I know that's a thing that is my deal, but
it's fine. Well, the point is that Jeff Goldblum is from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but he's too famous.
Yeah, I know that now. I guess I didn't know that a week ago.
Remember the cover of Disney Adventures where Jeff Goldblum stood next to a giant pile of shit? And Pinocchio was there?
Yeah, remember when Jeff Goldblum just grinded Pinocchio's face into that mountain of Triceratops shit and said, "How do you like it, bitch?"
Yeah. But there was no articles about dinosaurs in the magazine. That was weird. Strange, but a good magazine.
Do you remember the cover that was just an oil painting of Murphy Brown in the Gulag? with no Disney characters.
This is getting to be a really good episode. In fact, I would love it if Brandon Bird would paint that. That's a great thing for Brandon Bird, painter of light, to do.
Oh man,
he does those great paintings with those celebrities, the Frasier, the Fantastic Four meet Frasier, that sort of thing.
I love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Holy shit! Someone please, if you know Brandon Bird.
All right.
So
what?
Wait a minute. I have to talk about Disney Adventures one more time. One of my favorite articles. This is a real article. They had a thing where they visited Sega to learn how video games were made. Of course, I remember this quite well, right? But all the photos were 500% staged. This is where the artist does the paint. And it's like a blonde woman looking at a computer screen of Sonic with a very, very well posed Sonic plush doll from Japan next to the computer. But it's all white people as the game developers making Sonic games. It's really bizarre.
Hang on. Okay, what's the thought process here? They're too terrified to show white America that your favorite video games are made by Asians?
I think it's just they were working with what they had. They had to make these promotional photos for the Disney magazine of how games are made, but they only were given access to the American office in fucking Redwood City or wherever.
Okay.
So they just got people to sit in front of computers and things and pretend that they're making Sonic 2 or whatever.
Oh, ouch.
That's my story.
Sonic 2.
Any other questions?
Still the best boss theme. Yes, we have one last one here from a Pedro Weber. Which house do I join in Fire Emblem 3 Heroes? I think...
Oh, who gives a...
Excuse me! Sorry, 3 houses.
What's up? Okay. Yeah.
The answer is pretty obvious. I'm biased, but I'm going to say Hufflepuff. What about you?
All right. No, you're right. That's about it. Yeah. I'm going to say... you know what? They have their pros and cons. I'm partial to the Flarian boobs.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't play that game.
Nor do I. I've never played a Fire Emblem in my life.
I've barely played them. I don't like the theme of this new one. I don't like this Harry Potter crap. I don't like the new Pokemon for the same reason. This fake England stuff. I'm not an Anglophile. I'm a Japanophile. Give me more of that.
Well, yeah, but the thing is, a lot of Japanese people are Anglophiles, and that's going to be reflected in their software.
Yeah,
I'm serious.
I guess.
Look at Kojima. He's been sucking the Queen's dick for 20 years.
Why are these anime characters blonde and have big blue eyes? I don't get it.
That's fun.
It's too much.
The trend in English/Irish pubs in Japan, they've exploded in the past 20 years. They're a big deal now.
And you've been to most of them in those 20 years.
I mean, in this city I have, but yeah.
Yeah.
Even the hub, which The Hub is a chain, and I'm not a big fan of chain bars, but even the Hub has a fucking ridiculous happy hour that you cannot deny. It's 2 hours, in some places 3 hours, where you can get
those other brothers might deny.
No. You can get a jumbo gin and tonic for the equivalent of about $2.50. That's ridiculous.
All right.
The downside is that it's very like, fake British. Hey, look, we've got darts on the TV. Here's a shitty meat pie. It's a fun place.
Here's a
to
ginger
go with
guy
friends.
we just have standing around.
His name's probably Ian or Trevor or Simon or some shit.
Yep.
But it's a nice place to go by yourself on a quiet afternoon and just have some cheap gin and tonics and have a couple of drinks, read a book, listen to some music, listen to podcasts.
Well,
and then by the time it hits 7 o'clock, it fills up and you got to go because it's no longer fun. It's no longer your own personal, fun, private thing. That's why you come to Critical Hit, because it's all about friends and closeness. And have you had this beer? It's pretty good. It goes in a glass.
and a lot of them are white too.
Yeah, well, yeah. You got a lot of Japanese folks.
I have another tangent that ties into the Japanese store again. The Japanese grocery store is having their Nagoya Day or weekend. It's like a festival, and inside the store, they are serving tebasaki.
Nice.
Seikai no Yamachan Tebasaki, the genuine article.
The real
I showed you this.
But again, Seikai no Yamachan is sort of the chain, the fast food, the McDonald's of tebasaki.
Yeah.
It's still,
well, I'm impressed that they would at least get that here.
It's not the top of the line tebasaki, but it's definitely strong. I like it a lot.
Yeah. It's the take your friend to get drunk at type of tebasaki.
Exactly. Yes. Just make sure you're having it fresh, because if it's been sitting under that heat lamp, then it's very dry, and it's best when it's moist.
So the flyer they gave out shows like boxes, like paper boxes.
Oh dear.
Like full of wings.
Does that mean it's not even made on site?
It might be made on site.
If you can get it fresh made to order, then it's some of the best.
I'm pretty sure it is. I'm sure that's the point of it. Yeah, to have it fresh made to order. But yeah,
yes. Oh boy, yeah. Oh, I could go. I have not had it in a while.
The tagline here is: "These tasty fried chicken wings sold out in just a few hours in previous years, so hurry in before they are all gone."
Hell yeah!
They will also have a Hitsumabashi eel bowl. Excuse me. Humansuma Numi.
Takamaki
eel bowl. And
God,
also,
oh my god, what?
Shrimp tempura kishimen noodle.
That's also pretty good.
Yes,
I do want to bring up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Speaking of mispronouncing Japanese things, I'm watching my friend Matt play through Persona 5 right now, and he's playing through with the English dub, which is kind of notorious for mispronouncing Japanese names. Like, Takamaki is Takamaki.
Yeah, and apparently that was also directed by the Japanese staff.
Oh, jeez. No,
I heard that there was points where they wanted it mispronounced. They liked it like that.
Oh, that's a juicy tidbit, almost as juicy as that delicious chicken. I gotta tell my friends about this. But no, I've hit my favorite mispronunciation so far is Haru's dad. I think it's Haru's dad. His name is Kunikazu, and it of course is pronounced by the voice actor as Kunikazu. The national instrument of the Japanese nation.
This is why I'm hoping they'll really redo that for the re-release, the royal
I hope so.
version. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. Kunikazu. It's great.
I mean, there were things like, you know when the 4Kids anime would get censored, like One Piece or whatever. Or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something. They'd censor out guns and stuff.
And they kept editing out genitalia.
Yes, things of that nature.
Yeah.
Like, apparently a lot of that was brought up, at least, by the Japanese side. Like, listen, we know what you Americans want, and it's purified Christian anime. So here you go.
Yeah, Christian anime.
Get rid of all these guns. I'm paraphrasing.
Oh man. Christ Coon. Josuke of Nazareth.
Okay. Please, it's Kiristo.
Sorry. Kiristo. Do we have anything else to cover? We've done our listener questions. I think we've rounded out the show. I have one final question for you. It's it's very anticlimactic because it's just me being dumb about technology.
Okay, is this about your Mac?
Raymond, no. It is about just pretend I'm like your mom and I know nothing about iPads.
Okay, that's pretty extreme.
I like to read a lot of websites on internet. Some call it the World Wide Web.
Okay, great start.
And you know how when you're on a really, really long page and you're scrolling down, you're reading something slowly, you're scrolling down. Mm-hmm. The way that I hold my iPad, a lot of the times I will very accidentally tap the very top of the screen and instantly, warp all the way back home, to the top.
Uh-huh.
How do I disable that? Because it fucking drives me nuts when I'm like 70% of the way through a long ass article and my finger touches a pixel on my screen and I go back to the beginning. Can I disable that?
Well, I do have to wonder why you're holding it like that to where your finger's reaching the top of the screen.
Because I'm laying in bed and I'm holding the iPad upright on my chest, and maybe my hand's not at the top all the time, but sometimes when I shift position, I will just brush the top of the screen, and then time to start over.
I see.
So rather than question my holding methods, do you have an answer to this question?
Not offhand. I don't have my iPad in front of me. I don't know if that is a thing that is possible.
Well, shit. Yeah, because I didn't see anything.
Have you tried
in
the settings menu? Also, have you tried turning it on and off again?
You know what? I've tried both of those, and both of them set my house on fire.
Let me just get my phone here and look real quickly at there's Safari settings? Let's see here. Yeah, Safari settings.
Is there a way to do it, though, across the whole phone? Because it's not just Safari, it's other apps as well.
Well, I'm doing your work for you and looking, so let's see.
Thank you. This is exactly what I want. I'm glad we're doing this on the air, too.
Thrilling radio.
Yeah.
Just the greatest. Yeah, I'm so great. I'm so glad. Yeah. In the meantime, let's talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake. Are you going to get that?
Oh, man. I mean, I have to, right? I'm honor bound.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I have to get it for the bar, even if I don't know if I myself would personally buy it. I'm still pissed off about this episodic thing. What's up?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, also not only will it be episodic, they're gonna cut a whole lot out. This is my prediction, but they are gonna have to cut out a whole lot of stuff, like certain, scenes and plot points and things that I don't mean in just like it might be offensive, but like it's filler. It was filler. It's gonna have to come out. You know what I mean? Just like visiting things that you don't have to visit and stuff like that, and plot points that don't need to be brought up in this very honed...
Give me an example here.
I don't have an example. I'm an idiot.
Well, what the fuck are you talking about?
Just the fact that Final Fantasy VII was very long and had a lot of stuff to do, and this is a very honed, large budget game that is already seems to be streamlining a lot of things. I think it's going to be further streamlined.
To cut some of the unnecessary stuff, could we get rid of a character, say like Cloud? Can we just get rid of Cloud?
Maybe, yeah.
Can we replace Cloud with a likable protagonist?
How about a Chocobo?
Yes, honestly, I would rather play the game as a Chocobo than Cloud.
All right, great. They really... I was looking at the characters, and it really brings out how, like, Tifa is, like, supposed to be, like, 20, but she kind of, like, her fashion style is kind of, like, trying to look older, and it really comes through, I think, in the remake sort of style.
I am a huge fan of the breast reduction they've done on Tifa, because I thought in the original game she just looked like a caricature.
Well, in the original game it was inconsistent to begin with. I mean, because
there's also that.
The CG movies had them much larger than they would have been, even in the, like, concept art, so...
It was not great.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm not finding anything about your tapping on the top of the screen stuff.
All right, well, it's fine. If any of the listeners know if there's a fix to my dumbass problem, please let me know. Anyway, I don't want to waste any more time on this.
You could try moving your meaty hand.
Okay, Ray, you're not helping. Sometimes I hold my iPad from the top.
Well, sometimes the simplest explanation is the one that works,
Sometimes, fuck you.
Sometimes Occam's razor, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Great.
say.
But thank you. Here's what I'm saying. Let's close out this show. It's been over 2.5 hours. I have to go get lunch, and then I have to go to work.
Yeah, well, who it didn't have to be 2.5 hours, because now I have to edit all this.
Yes, it did.
And I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm a busy man.
All right.
I got to finish this golf presentation.
Hole in fun.
I'm kidding. It's already done.
Oh, of course it is.
Folks, this has been a star-studded, wonderful edition of No More Whoppers. The stars, in this case, have been our lovely listeners who send in questions.
Yes.
Except Matt J, who really just flubbed it.
Oh, pick up the slack, Matt J.
Yeah, check out our website, nomorewhoppers.tumblr.com. Donate, give us money on there, too. We're never going to change from our old ways. We're never going to move from Tumblr. We're never going to move from PayPal.
I still want to do a Patreon of some sort.
Okay, what bonuses can we give people?
We don't need to give bonuses.
Okay.
Just the basic ass, bare ass show.
Okay.
Why do we need to give bonuses?
You don't.
Exactly.
Okay.
Good.
I was proposing it as an idea, though.
Oh, well, okay, fine. We'll do it. We'll do our reviews of American Idol.
Nope, you know what? I got it. We'll give everybody a bouncy ball. How about that?
That's all right, fine.
You know, one of those Super Balls?
Yes.
Also a lottery ticket. That's Powerball, but same thing, you know. If we can't give you a Super Ball, we'll give you a Powerball.
Okay, can we close out this show?
No. Find us on Facebook.com/NoMoreWhoppers. We're also on Twitter as No More Whoppers. Alex is also on Twitter as...
Oh my God, I'm Pitui. That's Pitohui. You can also follow the bar at Critical Hit Nag. You can also follow the Out of Context bar account at OOCCHQ. I also want to give a thanks to the gold subscribers who have visited the bar in the past couple months, specifically Andrew, who we mentioned before, Giraffe Enthusiast Stefan Longenecker, and Justin and Rachel, a very sweet couple, and we had a lot of fun talking about books and movies and video games.
Great. I will now spell out my Twitter name, RDBAAA. And like I alluded to early in the show, I'm going to be on Retronauts, but I was also recently, crazily enough, I guest hosted Axe of the Blood God, which is the US Gamer RPG podcast. Kat Bailey asked me to fill in randomly one day, and I said, sure, let's do it. So it's me and Nadia talking about some RPG stuff, some historical things I thought we could have some fun talking about. It's good.
Okay. Sorry, just keep going.
Go ahead. What's your question?
I was gonna say, is it true that in the Halloween episode every year she goes by Bat Bailey?
I was really hoping for a relevant comment or question there.
Sorry.
But, that was done on July 8th of 2019. If you ever want to look at that episode for it.
Actually, wasn't it? I can't remember if it was Nadia Oxford or if it was somebody else. I know there was a woman involved in games media that lived in Nagoya, and I can't remember who it was. Was it Nadia?
No.
Somebody
did live in Japan.
Yeah, but it was specifically Nagoya, and I can't remember who it was. It was somebody who was on Retronauts and a bunch of other podcasts as well, and she just kind of casually dropped that, and I'm like, oh, fuck, that's here.
Could have been Kat.
Could have been. No, I would have remembered, because I've met Kat, and I know her as a person, and I would have remembered that fact of information.
Would you?
Yes, I would have.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
A woman.
Kickstarter! Yes.
A woman that was on Retronauts a lot? No, I'm sorry. We'll figure it out after the show, I guess.
This was also years ago.
Of course it was.
Fuck.
What else? Yes, gonna be on Retronauts and
plug your Instagram.
I've slacked on my Instagram. I shouldn't do that yet. I need to take more pictures of old video games. Yeah.
I did not realize you actually had Instagram.
I did it for a little bit, like right after I lost my job, and it was just like, oh, I'll be better on Instagram and take pictures of my old video games. And I did that for like a month. That's all. Yeah, you can add me if you want, though. Guess what name I'm on Instagram?
Is it RDBAAA?
Yep.
Sweet. No, it's not Bipedal Dog?
No, it's not a brand account.
Oh, well, I thought it would be. I thought you were trying to promote your brand.
No, I'm terrible at that. Why would I do that? I suck at everything.
Because your brand needs help.
Yes, but I suck.
Oh, that's fine. I'll take care of it.
Thank you. Oh wait, no, don't. Please do not buy. Please do not buy ads on Jordan Jesse Go without me knowing.
I was just thinking about that the other day and how fucking enraged it made me. Like if anybody wants to know, why I stopped listening to Jordan Jesse Go, it's mostly because I shelled out. Look, it was like $150 or $200 for a jumbotron ad to promote Scroll magazine. And they got, I think, almost every piece of information in the ad wrong. And I was not happy.
And I didn't know about it. It was supposed to be a birthday gift.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah. Anyway, and the reason I stopped listening is, you know what? We'll save it for next time. How about that?
Okay, we're gonna have a whole conversation about this next time. Is what you're saying?
Well, not necessarily. I'm just.
I'm down. No, I have a lot to say about that. Like, nothing scathing, but it's the thing I want to talk about.
Okay.
I
guess I'm not scathing either. But yeah, we can talk about it.
Just, people grow and change.
Exactly. That's the thing I want to get across. Is that I grow and change, and you stay the same old loud jerk.
That is my favorite Matthew McConaughey quote.
Was that Star is Born? No, wait, that was Bradley. Mix those guys up a lot.
Perfect. I gotta go buy chicken skin. Can we wrap this up?
Okay. Before it closes.
Yeah, the 24-hour Combini's going to close at 3:30 p.m.
I don't know. You might live in one of those, religious towns. Who knows?
I live literally a few blocks away from the largest train station in this country. I am on the main road of this city. These stores are staying open.
And these boots are made from walking. Well, thank you, Alex.
Clooney Tunes.
It's been beyond fun.
Thanks you very
for being
much.
A good sport.
Always a pleasure. Anytime.
Everybody else, keep your nose clean. We'll see you next time, whenever that is. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. We visit the edge of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Exhausto!
What? Fuck. Hold it.